Hi!
Hello! Good evening!
You should introduce. You're here more often than I am.
How do you say hello in French?
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Salut.
Right.
Hello!
Bonjour.
Welcome everyone. It's a very special episode tonight, a one-shot. We are joined by Mr. Mark Morrison of Campaign Coins. Tell us about your first introduction to Call of Cthulhu. Like, when did it start?
Oh my goodness, it was excellent. I was a big RuneQuest player, and Call of Cthulhu had a really creepy cover, and it was such a different genre to tell ghost stories rather than just kill things. Instead, the things kill you, so that was cool. And so I got the book and convinced my players to play it. The same players I convinced to play D&D. I killed 4 out of 6 of them, and they came back. And so we ran the classic Sandy Peterson adventure, The Haunting.
Okay.
And there is a moment where something unexpected happens, and I could almost replicate it live on camera. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll just wreck your studio. And I was there, and I was saying, "Oh, these terrible things happen," and I went, "Wah!" And my keeper screen flew across the room like a bat, and everyone went, "Wah!" And I love this game. Don't look at my notes. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see.
All right. Very good.
All right. But tonight we are not in the 1920s. Tonight we are returning further back to a time of terror, the reign of terror. So this is a book which I wrote alongside with Penelope Love, my partner, who's watching in Australia. Hi, Penny.
Hi, Penny.
Yay. James Coquillart, who's half French and keeps it authentic. And Darren Watson, one of those original victims. So they're my co-writers on this book, which, look, it won an Annie Award. Yay.
Yay!
Yay.
Fantastic treatment from Chaosium, and this is a new scenario that we're going to play from the French Revolution. So if you want to play the scenarios in this book, there will be no spoilers. You can watch this story and go, "This is interesting. These characters are interesting. Look at them. They're so interesting." But there will be another book, and this is the first time anybody knows this. There is going to be a second volume. The working title is To Reign, to Terror.
Oh, really?
Make it happen, Mom.
Oh my gosh.
Come on, have some guts, Calcium. We can do it. And that's going to be...
suggest you workshop the title of it.
Don't be a hater. That's going to be ready in late 2019. When we've survived this, I'll tell you more about the next book. But this is a scenario by myself and Penny. And we are going to have some fun.
Yeah. So before we get too deep into the game, or number one, thanks for joining us. Number two, Mark has some PDFs to give away during tonight's session. So we're going to pick 2 random subscribers. Anybody who subscribes to our channel tonight or re-ups their sub has a shot at getting a PDF. Is it of the book? Of that book, okay, of the book.
Does that include gifted subs?
Yeah, you know what? Tell you what, it includes gifted subs. So if you were gifted a sub, you get put into the running. And if you were the one who gifted the subs, you are also in the running. So if you are a gifter of subs, if you were received a sub, if you subbed yourself, or if you resubbed, you are in the running for 2.
One more, say so.
If you participated in any kind of subscription activity during our stream here tonight, you're in the running for 2 PDFs
I
that
talk
we're giving
about
away.
subs a lot because I'm a Don.
Oh.
But the subs make all this happen. And here I am in Los Angeles from Australia in this fantastic studio with these amazing people who I intend to give you a really terrible time.
And even if you don't sub up, there will be an opportunity during the course of tonight's game to also win a PDF. So stay in and tell your friends what's going on here tonight on your Saturday night here with Saving Throw Show.
Yeah.
So without any further ado, take it away, Maestro. I don't know if you want to have us introduce ourselves or how you'd like to kick things off.
Well, I'd like to kick things off with an apology to France. And I think our view of the French Revolution is coloured by Taylor Tuthidier, Charles Dickens, and Scarlett Pimpernel, and their great stories, beloved of the English.
But
Thank you for your oath.
Yeah. But that, we're saying with some entertainment for a very complex, horrible period, So we do so with respect and love and a lot of stupidity. So I'm really sorry about that. And also, we also should have a disclaimer when we play a horror game. This is going to be a horror game. It's going to be creepy. It's going to be spooky. I want to freak you all out. I'd probably give it about an M rating. And I think whenever you run a horror game, it's really good to make sure what people at the table are comfortable with. So there you go. And if it distresses you, then go and watch cats playing pianos. There's lots of them on the internet. It'll be fantastic. All right. So I have semi-introduced myself. I will be your keeper for this evening. My name is Mark Morrison. I'm a Call of Cthulhu author for 30 years because I'm old. Not a great old one, I'm a mediocre old one. And I'm also campaign coins. And saving throws have been great. You guys are great friends of the coins. So this is what we do. I keep that on the quality. We make money. That's my joke. And we're also making cool Call of Cthulhu stuff now. We're making our Call of Cthulhu dice tray, and also the fabulous Devon Rue Compass Rose. And we're going to give away a dice tray and a compass rose as well, so stick around.
Awesome.
So that is me.
I have one to show. I have one with me. I have a compass rose with me.
Beautiful. All right. And
Dork Lord Canada.
Dork Lord Canada, great name.
Canadians are so nice. You've proved it. All right.
There it is.
Darcy blows. Devon Rue Compass Rose. Devon Rue is a wonderful cartographer out of Portland, Oregon. She is the sweetest map maker and just all-round great person. And it's a delight to make that with her. It works as a paperweight. But this is not an ad.
That's heavy.
These people want to see horror.
They want to see horror. All
How do
right.
people win the compass rose and the dice tray?
What I'd like you to do is, so people are going to be watching this on YouTube after the fact, and we don't want to leave you guys out. So why don't you drop a message to campaigncoins.com at our contact page and just say a moment that you liked. Like, you know, when it ended, for example. Or when you said we get stuff. But no, try to find something that you enjoyed. And
Every time Tom talked.
That's fantastic. There he goes again.
That automatically disqualifies.
So, well, I'll choose the thing we like the most as winner of a dice tray, and we'll do a random winner to get the compass. But enough
Just really quickly,
of me.
Devin Rose in chat, she says she loves you too, Mark.
Aw, hi, Devon.
Oh, wow. Hi,
Awesome.
Devin.
Oh my God, I'm feeling the love. And the horror. So, let us now move into the game and meet both the people playing them and the characters for tonight. So, I'd like each of you to let us know who you are in the real world, because there's some new Call of Cthulhu fans, thanks to Chaosium and Spread of the Word, so they want to know about you and about Saving Throw Show. But also about your characters. And in particular, I want to ask a question, and the question is, where were you on 14 July 1789, the day of the Bastille? And perhaps I'll give a little bit of historical context. I'm not a historian, but I kind of make it up. But it works something like this, that in May 1789, the people who were tired of crippling taxes and inequality, they were the third estate. They wanted to form their own parliament, the monarchy being the first estate and the church being the second estate. And the king would not see them, so they signed an oath in a tennis court in Versailles. And so there is a mood sweeping Paris in 1789 that finally the people will have their say. And on 12th of July, a rumour gets around that the king is going to put a stop to all this populism and send the army against the people. And on 12th of July, in fact 14th of July, each of you are in the French army. You serve the king. And this is a day when you will decide if you will serve the king or not. So the people are swarming, they're moving towards the Bastille because they fear that the king is going to fire upon them. And so they need muskets and they need gunpowder. So let's start who you are, and then let's work out what happened on that day.
Okay, very good. Hello, everyone. I'm Tom Lommel. You may recognize me from the Iron Keep Chronicles, which is our weekly Dungeons & Dragons game that we have here every Wednesday night on Saving Throw Show. I also do a DM prep and advice show on Tuesdays called Disorganized Play. And sometimes I'm on your television, usually selling stuff. So that's who I am. And tonight I am playing Thierry Renaud. I am a sergeant in the army. I believe I am the senior soldier. I'm not technically an officer, right?
No, you're a sergeant of all these people as
Yeah.
of 14 July 1789. But maybe for not much longer, who knows? We'll find out.
And is it established? I have a question. Is it established that we're actually at the location of the Bastille?
You will all be going there. You will be making your decision. You've been ordered to reinforce Governor de Launay and the Swiss Guard to defend the Bastille. Those are your orders. Maybe we'll just. Why don't you continue? You can stew on that for a while.
Okay.
Let's continue the introductions.
Very good.
And then we'll just because our events are actually going to take place in 4 years' time, 1793. But I'm very interested on this pivotal day because you guys are all dressed up so fine. What you did. So thank you, Renaud. Tell me about your family, Renaud.
I have a wife, Marguerite, who came from poverty but is now enjoying prosperity with me. And we have 2 baby daughters, Lucy and Olivia.
Lovely. All right. And over here we have.
Hi.
Oh, it goes.
We don't. Over there
Yeah,
we have.
sorry.
That's my fault. It's a chair problem.
No, it's all right. Hi, my name's Dom Zook. I run Saving Throw Show, which does a bunch of different role-playing games all throughout the week. We play tons of different things, and tonight we are lucky enough. Thank you, the Bard.
Thank you.
We are lucky enough to play some Call of Cthulhu, which we haven't played in a while here. So I'm super excited to be doing that. I am playing Jean Dubois. He is a private in the army, but he is the oldest one. Thank you, Savage Scott. He is somewhat of an elder statesman, I think, amidst the other privates. He's never advanced. He's at the time of Bastille anyway. He's I think 49. Yeah, he has never advanced because he has a bit of a drinking problem.
Why does he drink? Why do you drink, Dubois?
Sylvie, my wife, passed away, and nothing has ever been the same since she has left.
And how did she die?
Cholera. A cholera outbreak. There's many cemeteries in Paris that...
They were overflowing. The dead were coming over the walls, and eventually they moved all the bones into the catacombs, which you can see them today in Paris. Don't miss it. If you want to be reminded you're mortal, go to the catacombs. But you actually now have a companion.
do. Lucky the dog.
All right. And the role of Lucky will be played by...
Luigi!
Not pictured, but he's
Not
here.
pictured.
Yeah.
His presence may be felt.
Yeah, there's
Either-
there's
What a good boy.
Either
Super
the
greyhound.
tail may be seen,
Yeah.
or you'll just see everybody in the
little snout.
studio go.
So Lucky is a little puppy.
Yes.
Little
Okay.
puppy. All right.
Aw.
So yes.
All
I
right.
have-
Thank you, Dubois. Let us meet.
Thanks, iPop.
Thank you, iPop. This is exciting. It's like, I don't know, it's like Lotto. You're a winner. You're all winners, except for these guys. They're going to die, but you're a winner, iPop.
Wait. What?
All right.
Hang on.
Don't spoilers. Okay.
All right,
Who is
so
our next?
and also thanks to iDragon14 and Savage Scott W and D20 Monkey, who I don't think we actually did shout out, but now we got them.
We did figure.
Yeah, we
We
did
figured
silent-
out
silent,
we waved,
yeah.
but now their
Alright.
names are forever immortal. On
And
our-
D20 Monkey, I just got a copy of Greedy Dragons, your card game. The art looks hilarious. I can't wait to play that with my nephew Otto, who has a playtesting credit in Carnival Cards from Chaosium.
Oh.
Now he's going to play Greedy Dragons. But who are you?
I'm Amy Vorpal, and I play on this channel on Saving Throw Show on Iron Keep Chronicles on Wednesday nights with Tom, and I am just all in. I don't know. I'm a lot of different things on the internet. I work over at Geek and Sundry and Nerdist as well, and Alpha, and yeah, just you can see me. Anyway, you can see me if you want. I wanted this. I'll take this short story, but my first Call of Cthulhu encounter, I didn't know any Lovecraft or any lore or anything, and it was a game. And at the very end of the game, the high climax point, the GM's like, all right, and now you're here at this, I don't know, place, and all of these people in robes are holding hands and chanting. And I was like, well, what do they look like? Like, do they look, and he goes, oh, they look so happy and peaceful. And I was like, oh my God, I go up and I like hold hands with them and start chanting. It's like, okay, your soul now belongs to Cthulhu. Amy, like my whole group was like, don't do that. But I was like, we've been through so much hell. They look so happy. So I didn't know anything, and I wound up doing the GM's job for him. Now I know what's going on though. But I'm playing Joseph Ugel, and he's a 27-year-old. He is a serving soldier, which means I go around and I serve things like food, drink, tobacco, wig powder, writing paper, ink, just general luxuries and just accessories that soldiers might need. And that, yeah, I'm just I don't really fight. I kind of stay back with the med crew.
All right, fantastic. Thank you, Ugel, and we're going to meet our final character.
What was it? It's Dom again. Hi, my name is Jordan Caves-callarman. I run Wildcards here on Friday nights on Saving Throw. I am the marshal of that show, which is a Deadlands Reloaded Savage World show. And I used to play in our Call of Cthulhu game here on the channel, Black Bag. So it's been a while since I played Call of Cthulhu, but I'm happy to jump back into it.
Well, I made some notes. I have a quick start. I made a quick start rules if you're feeling kind of...
Thank you very much. Yeah, no, I might create
It
some
uses
of that from you.
percentile dice.
Percentile dice, you say? Okay, see, I have nothing but D20s here.
There's a picture.
So if any of you need to check out Tom's notes, just let us know.
Tom will be selling this.
I printed
3
this
page
off.
quick start
Yeah,
rules.
and then...
Oh yeah, I also sell RPG rules to the soldiers.
Nice.
Leather-bound books.
That is the smallest Necronomicon I have ever seen. But it is perfectly
By
fine.
the end of the night, it's going to get bigger.
Yeah, it's just getting started.
All right.
I am going to go ahead and say from the outset that I in no way apologize for the French accent that I am going to attempt, nor the pronunciations I'm going to butcher, because French pronunciation is one of my weakest things, and but I'm going to say it confidently, so get ready for that. I am going to be playing Christophe Précy, who is a dashing, handsome, charismatic, a idealistic lover, a actor, not a thinker. And I think that's most of what you probably need to know about him at
Do
this
you
point.
have a current love?
Do I have a current love?
You're a lover. Is there
Of course I do.
a very special?
There is.
And
I
who
carry
is
a torch.
that?
Are we going to hear about this again, Pressy?
Yeah. You could recite it for him, you know quite well, but let's hear it from him. We'll humor him.
Yes, perhaps you have heard of Melody. Maybe I mumble her name in my sleep.
And maybe you'll bring her up every time you eat.
Yes.
Anytime you sit down and eat one of my candies.
Well, she's an endlessly fascinating subject.
And who is she?
She is the daughter of the Comte Benoit. Comte Benoit. She is a noble. She is an.
And are you a noble?
I am not.
Is
I
your
am-
love doomed?
It is. Oh, it's so doomed. It's great. It's a love that can never be.
But
Which is-
maybe it can. You've just got to impress the Comte,
That's true.
you know?
That's
maybe,
true.
Maybe an act of heroism is all you need.
Maybe. Huh?
I would
That's
never
in the
dream.
future. Renaud, you've had a vision. Belay that vision because the revolution has not yet begun. Thank you, Pressy.
I'd like to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage and your head. And your head.
That's Plan B.
All right, well, that's a new and bloodthirsty side of
I
Pressy.
have a wife. Her name
Yes, you
is
do. I'm so
her name
sorry.
is Therese.
All right, excellent. I did forget to ask about your family circumstances, so
That's it.
There it is. And you have, as a Viviante, as a provisioner, you have just an ability to get stuff. And you can bullshit any amount of stuff by telling me what you trade for and how. So anything south of a cannon, like just knock yourself out. You may produce it. All right? This has never
Like
happened
James
before. Look at
Garner's
this.
character in the first game.
No vorpal swords.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's red. All right. So
You need to understand,
You
Mark,
give me a carte blanche.
that we have an inside joke during the Iron Cape Chronicles that the real name of the show is called Whatever Amy Wants.
Oh,
so
okay.
you've unwittingly played directly into Amy's hands.
Well, at this point, I would like to thank Penny for writing such fantastic characters, and for Victor Lazar with Calcium for doing amazing art.
Yes, the art is great.
Yeah, it's so great. He's a tremendous talent. And also, we're going to be playing on maps by Welsh Wonder Woman Stephanie Macaulay, and so we've got some fantastic maps of Paris from from the time.
Wow.
All right. So we were just talking. Oh, you really got to stab this thing, don't you?
Yeah.
See that magic slideshow? That is the thumb of power. All right. So there they are. There are characters. 14 July 1789. The king has given you orders. In fact, it comes from your captain Malon, and he has ordered you. And you are all, I should say, you are in a state of partial shell shock because of the events of Part 1 of Reign of Terror, available wherever good games, books, blah, blah, blah. You have seen some things. You have seen some merit. So you are seasoned Call of Cthulhu investigators now. In May, you thought the world was normal and natural, and now you know that there are things in the darkness and under the earth and outside of the cosmos that cannot be explained. So let's just get it out of the way. Everybody lose 1d points of sanity. Just roll a d10 and cross them off.
A D10?
D10, gone, boom, out it goes.
Oh,
You
7.
lost 7, so you were profoundly affected by the terrible things you saw in Poissy. All right, what'd you lose?
I lost 5.
You lost 5.
But I only
One.
started.
Yeah,
Just-
whatever.
oh.
My brain is elastic.
I lost 8.
Your faith.
Still,
I had 80.
you're not doing great.
Yeah, so that's a 10%.
I-
All right.
Your Roman
you're right.
Catholic faith
Well,
and
no,
your
it's the
faith in
same
the king,
number. It's the
because of the events of Poissy. So what I'm doing in this prequel is saying that should anything horrific and unexplainable happen in the next 3 hours, which is why all these people are watching, your code word is, it's like Poissy. So
Okay.
dark things have happened before, but we won't have any spoilers. So
Wait, what's the code word? Like if it gets.
Poissy was the place, and it's right here on the map. Poissy is
But-
where terrible things happen.
But why is that the code word for it? Wait, I don't understand. Is
Just-
it-
It's the prequel from Part 1 of Reign of Terror to say that these characters have seen some horror.
Oh.
So if you want to say it's just like Poissy, then it's your way of saying.
Oh,
"But I don't want to
thought.
give
Oh
any
my god! I
spoilers."
thought you gave us a safe word.
No, it's quite the reverse. It's an unsafe word.
How dark is this going?
The safe word is flamingo.
Exactly. Yeah.
Flamingo!
All right, let's see how dark it gets. But I'm really interested to know 14 July 1789. The order comes from Captain Malone to reinforce Governor Delaunay at the Bastille. Renaud, you're up.
Well, I am faced with a moral challenge because I believe that the king is ultimately corrupt, but he represents a divine power which should not be casually replaced by the common man. And therefore, I believe that, as they had in England, perhaps a constitution or parliament should be put into place. And so when I was dispatched to the Bastille, I said to myself, I cannot stand behind the king because the king stands for tyranny, but I cannot stand before the common man because they also present tyranny and a lack of wisdom. And therefore I went to the Bastille and secured as many guns as I could to put safely in the hands of the aristocracy.
Right.
My
all right.
fellow brethren who believe in organizing a parliament to keep the king in check,
All right.
but who also understand the ways of the world.
So you're at the Bastille du Poix. The sergeant is producing guns and has got a cart, I presume, and is loading it up.
I have a list of
Yeah.
people who it's acceptable to turn these firearms over to.
All right. Okay. What is your action on that day? The square is full of people surging forwards. Governor Delaunay is crying, "Where are the soldiers? The Swiss Guard need reinforcement. What do you do?"
I follow my sergeant. The king has been divinely appointed to his role here, so I find it hard to believe that he would not know how to handle these things. But you are my commander, so I will do whatever you say. Is if the captain has said to bring these weapons to the aristocracy.
That is not what the captain said.
Oh.
You were there. The captain said reinforce the Bastille. His orders were clear. Renaud is
Okay.
going against those orders. What do you want to do? You think on that. All right, Pressy, what's your moment?
Well, I'm not there.
You're not
No,
there. Where are you?
I have seen too many things. I've seen the passions of the people are inflamed, but these passions can be bloody and violent. And I have decided this time is the time that Melody and I have spoken of. Now I will rush to her. I will scale the wall of her father's estate. I will
right.
find her, and we will flee together. We will go and live in the countryside. We will build a cottage and dig a well and leave the troubles of the city behind.
Make a luck roll for me, please.
Okay.
And because it's a tumultuous time in history, I'm going to give you a penalty dice, which means you have to roll another d10 dice and choose the worst result for you.
All right.
It's called a Cthulhu. It's a percentile system. Rolling high is bad. What's your result?
My result is a 78 over my 60.
All right, so you scale the wall and fling yourself into Melody's arms, except it's the Comte. What are you doing, you moron?
I'm here for your daughter. I'm here to take her away from all of
Defend
this.
the Bastille! Are you stupid as well as useless?
Yes. Stupid in love. And I am here. I cannot, in good conscience, do what it is that is being asked of me. The people are in...
This is your one moment, you fool! I think even you would know. You will defend France, and then perhaps we will talk. Will you defend France or not?
Wait, we will talk about what? Really?
Prove yourself to me, boy.
And if I do this?
Why are we talking about this? The Bastille is under assault from savages!
Very well. I will leave.
He leaves. Ugel.
Ugel has the minute she got the orders, there's no way she's going to. She's met a bunch of these soldiers who bought playing cards from her, and just they're chill guys, and she knows that a bunch of them don't actually want to attack the common people. That's not.
People are deserting. Soldiers are deserting.
So instead of deserting, what
masse.
I've done is I've broken cigarettes, and I've used them as code. And if you like hold up a broken cigarette to the right side of your cheek, that means that we're not defecting, we're reorganizing. And I found different alleyways and like throughout the city. I've given directions to where we can meet up and reconvene, and we'll. The idea is that we'll be this other force going towards the Bastille without the purpose of killing people and without the purpose of protecting the king or anything. We're gonna come up as like this other.
All right, so you have arranged people. They're rallying to you.
Mm-hmm.
You can make a persuade roll to see how that goes,
Okay.
or fast talk, or charm, or whatever your best communication skill is.
And the best means the lowest.
No, highest.
The highest one that I
Because
have?
you want to roll under, so you
So
want
I
the
want to roll
highest.
over. Okay, so I've got persuade pretty high.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay, great.
Persuade. That's a fantastic plan.
Okay, so 74,
Damn.
and I've got 70.
All
so
right, time for a rule. We're playing 7th edition Call of Cthulhu. It's a fantastic edition by Mike Mason and Paul Fricker. Get in. And there's some nifty things. If the dice suck, you don't want to have that stop the story.
Okay.
So you can use luck as a commodity, right? So currently you've got a luck of 60. You saw me have Pressy make a luck roll to whether he met the Comte, and he did because I kind of cheated, but sucks to be him. So you could spend 4 points of luck and they're gone forever. But next time I say make a luck roll, you'll have less luck. You're literally going to run out of luck. So if you want your
What's a
persuasion...
good, how many,
factor-
what luck are we sitting at right here? So you got 55, I've got 60.
I got 60.
And what do you have?
60.
60? Okay. Yeah, hell, yeah. What
Okay.
am I doing the rest of the night? All right.
Excellent. All right, great.
Okay.
So your people are out there. Dupois, what are you doing? Renault's loading guns out the back of the Bastille. He's sending them off to the noble houses.
As long as they're not going for these children who are attempting to supplant the king, I'll do whatever the sergeant says.
So
I know.
you desert with the sergeant. Let's be clear about that.
Yes.
All right. Pressy, what do you do?
Well, this is my opportunity. This is what I have been waiting for. Finally, the Comte is willing to acknowledge me as a person and a suitable suitor. A suitable suitor.
Just move on.
For Melody. So I'm going to lead a charge.
All right.
I'm going to find the front of some group, and I'm going to lead them with a righteous battle
Oh
cry.
my god, can it be my group that he doesn't know isn't just
Of course, it
Whichever
can.
one seems most in
Make a
need
luck
of my
roll.
daring.
We're going to show this rule right now. Make a luck roll.
Okay.
All right.
That's 60, no.
No, that's
No.
6. That's 6.
Oh,
Lift
it's 6.
Zero,
It sure is.
6.
It's a real-
Yeah, that is
It's a really
fantastic.
good roll.
If you get half of what you need, that's a hard success. And if you get 1/5, that's extreme.
Oh,
So you
Pressy.
are extremely
Oh,
lucky.
Pressy, thank God you are here. We need someone with a louder voice than me to lead this charge. We are not going to attack the people. We are going to save the people.
I like this idea. You do need someone with a loud voice and a passionate cry.
That's yes.
I will be that person.
I know you will pull the passion from the depths of your soul, the depths of your stomach, and shout forth of how and why France and Paris will be saved today.
Yes. Yes, I see it. I will be this person.
Okay, well,
Point to me where I must go.
yes, this way, and look, there are like 80 of us ready to go.
All right, so let us hear your cry, and hopefully it involves the word storm the Bastille, because that's quite famous.
Friends, we are here today to do what it is that we must do in the service of our country, in the service of our king, no, in the service of our people. And we will do what it is that must be done to win the day for France, for all of us.
Get the guns, we're going to get the
And we're going to go get the guns that we need in order to do this thing. So come, let us all, each and every one of us brothers, let us storm the Bastille.
All right, on the chat, everyone start writing Storm the Bastille. We want to see French flag emojis, like go nuts, because you're in the game. You're the people of Paris, you're the mob. The Bastille is being stormed. So Pressy, who's incredibly heroic, totally romantic, and unbelievably stupid, has done the exact reverse of what he wanted. He is the hero of the revolution.
Wait.
As this fantastic charge, orchestrated by Hugel, swarms against the walls. The Governor Delaunay surrenders. You two were never there. And the savagery begins immediately. The governor surrenders, and they cut off his head, and they carry it round the square on a pike. Would you like to carry the head of the governor?
I think maybe I will wait. You have earned it.
All right, but it's a pivotal moment. And he is forever known as the hero of the revolution.
Whoops.
You are the most hated man in Paris by the Comte Memoir. So that didn't work out for you. You've been played, my French friend. All right.
It's a moment.
And you two are known as the men who armed the nobility. Your name is Mud.
My name is never much more than mud, so.
Alrighty. So, now, meanwhile, I believe that people have a facility they can give you guys some re-rolls, or is that, can you saving throw experts tell me how that works?
Anyone who has subbed up, so AY Pop, thank you for subbing up. Savage Scott, D20 Monkey, Dorklord Canada, Thunderous Oath. You can give some of the
Here it is.
someone at the table
Go
here
ahead.
a reroll.
Have the list.
It's in the you've got
Look at
it.
these campaign coins. Look at this. Hey, this is technology. It may be 1793, but this is pretty flash. So, T-Boys, Pressy, you have a re-roll.
Oh, thank you
A little
very
bit
much.
late when you need it. Sucks to be you, I cheated.
boys.
I get a re-roll!
Who gave that to you?
That was from Thunderous Oath. An oath which is unspeakable. I'm going to use this not so much as a reroll for me, but a penalty dice for somebody. And you know what? I kind of spent it already. So, because I hosed Pressy. So thank you, Thunderous Oath. You made a fool of Pressy before we started. Good job. All right, meanwhile, Doc Lord in Canada, Ugel. There is your reroll coming in.
Thank you.
D20 Monkey has got your back, Renault.
Yes.
Seems a little bit of, coins for the boys, but there you go. Savage Scott gives me a reroll, and APOP gives me a reroll.
Dang it!
I
dare
hate to
you.
break it to you, but the team are voting Cthulhu. Yeah, thanks, team. All right.
Guess they want to be
My
on the winning
wife
team.
died,
Yeah.
but you're just giving rerolls to these
Okay.
people.
And
Okay.
you don't know anything about me.
So the reroll is in Call of Cthulhu 7th edition, as we've seen, it's a bonus die. So when you want to spend that, you can just throw an extra 10s dice. But because I'm incredibly mean, I'm not going to let you use it in combat or for sanity rolls. Okay. But you can use it for anything else.
Fair enough.
Lovely. It's not fair. Cthulhu is not fair. So that's who you were. That is how you are known in Paris. You who saved Paris and stormed the Bastille, but nobody knows that.
Yes.
Right?
So I'm still an unnamed.
Yeah, yeah. Précis is getting all the glory.
I'm good
and,
with it.
And
so sorry.
Renaud and Dupois, who were not hated because they did not fire upon the people, but had a chance for heroism and squandered it. So, events.
And we all know each other.
Yes, you
We're
do.
in the same
you serve
regiment.
together.
fourth
But
section.
that regiment, of course, breaks, and the Bastille is stormed, and history asserts itself. And
I have a historical question.
certainly, I will endeavour to
With
make
your
up an answer.
newfound fame, do you stay true to your former aristocratic love, or do you succumb to the many, many wiles of the women of the resistance?
That's not very spoken by the father of two daughters, Renaud, but carry on.
I'm a man of the army. I know how the things of the world work.
I am a famed lover of women, but once I met Melody, she stole my heart completely. So, despite the fact that she will now no longer even speak to me, I have never again sought out the tender touch of another woman.
What?
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Look at his proud French heart.
I keep
Even though he's the hero of the revolution, and women and men, you know,
I definitely
strive to
keep-
make your acquaintance.
I definitely have kept trying to set you up with people.
Set you back.
Yes, you have not met my friend Calliope. She is also beautiful, and you should hear her sing
I'm
like
sorry,
a canary.
she has the wrong name.
Yes, but she sings
right.
melody and melodical. Oh,
These are times. In October, the women of the fish market demand that the king leave Versailles and come to Paris to speak to the people. So 10,000 women shame the king. You know, they march.
hell yeah.
Do you march?
To
No,
shame-
you wouldn't march. You're a
to shame the
man.
king?
Why would you march in the women's march? You'd
That's
go,
right.
No, it's
No,
not a
no,
thing
no.
you'd do.
I wouldn't
Not
do
at all.
it, but I would definitely be an ally.
Certainly, and indeed there are allies. So the king returns to Versailles, to Paris. In 1791, he endeavours to escape. The escape is done very badly. He's recognised because his name's on all the money. Campaigncoins.com. Get you killed. Dragged back to Paris and imprisoned in the Tuileries Palace. And in 1792, the people, incensed with the king, break in there and kill a whole bunch of people. The revolution is descending into savagery. And the king is intractable. He stands as a rallying point. And the guillotine has 3 sounds. The first is clonk as they push you down onto your knees. The second sound is whap as they put the crossbar across your neck. And the final sound, and that sends a shockwave not merely throughout Europe, but throughout history. The French kill their king, as the English had done themselves, the execution of Charles I in 1649. Regicide. The crowned heads of Europe do not like it. No, sir. They do not like uppity people thinking that they can determine their own forms of government. So France is surrounded on all sides by enemies and within by enemies. And as soldiers now, as citizen soldiers, you are defending France. You're defending the Republic, this fragile Republic, from the Prussians and from the English and from the Dutch and everybody. So you are fighting and fighting and fighting. And tragically in the Vendée, you defend it from the French, from the Roman Catholics in the Vendée. A hideous, hideous war. It is your Vietnam. There is no end to the blood. But I'm going to rain some more blood. So, that's how 1793 starts. You are there on the day the king is killed. What do? Are you in the crowd? Do you attend the execution?
I would.
You would?
Yeah. seems to be a pivotal moment in our country's history. These fools think that someone who had been appointed by God can just be killed and they can just take his place. It is unnatural. But I want to see how.
Witness to history.
I want to see how this goes.
Are you sober today?
Am I serving?
Sober.
Oh, no. I'm sober enough.
All right, Renaud.
I am in the square.
You're in the Place de la Concorde. It used to be
Partly.
called the Place de Louis the 14th or 16th.
Yes, I'm there partly to see if, given the events of Poissy, if anything unusual happens when what we believe to be a divine creature is executed.
Interesting.
I am also there
Make a
to...
spot hidden roll. I like that. That's great. Ugel, what about you?
Ugel is right there. She's actually.
You mean he?
Oh, sorry. Yes, sorry. I am and he. I am a he, and he and
Just in case anyone was
You
wondering.
don't often shave, do you, Ugel? Very, very smooth.
But I've leaned into my anonymity, and I have almost orchestrated this entire event, and we've developed just more hand signals to use among each other. So it's not that I have organized it, but I definitely have helped the people communicate when they couldn't be. But I seem to be a mere servant, so I definitely know how to keep my eyes down.
All right. Who's your number two in your collection of
Who's like?
yeah?
One
One of your friends.
Yes, let's say it is my wife, Therese.
Ah, okay, sure. So Therese, okay, and Eterne was a former soldier from another regiment. So Eterne is another person who was there. Eterne. On the day of the cigarettes. So you and
Yes.
Eterne. So
And Etienne is a man.
your secret network. Yes, your secret network is watching. Fantastic.
I got a 47 on my spot hidden.
All right,
out
your
of
eyes
60,
are peeled.
65.
Tracy, what are you doing?
I am watching the day's events perhaps from a rooftop. A solitary lone figure who does not wish to be recognized by the masses, but perhaps one or two people will see the solitary, dramatic profile up against the skyline, looking down on the events below.
Does this rooftop have a not in any way stalkerish view of the Benoit's house?
I mean, the other side does, but I'm not over there. I'm watching here what is happening in the square. Maybe
All right.
I was here earlier.
Okay, so your spot hidden, he dies a man. And the crowd move forwards to put their handkerchiefs into his blood. And I don't know what your people are looking for, but will they say there's nothing? There's a huge cry. Everybody knows it's a momentous day. And the world changes forever. And you are all there. And as you turn, having seen these events, you turn around as the crowds, the square is in turmoil. In the distance, you can see Melody has collapsed into her father's arms in complete shock. She has gone this colour. Because if they've come for the king, they're coming for all the aristocracy. So, France is under great danger, and the year proceeds, and your organisation becomes an incredibly dangerous thing to do, because Robespierre and the Committee of Public Safety and Danton, they are running France, and you seem to have a little kind of network, right? And Etienne is saying, it is too dangerous, Ugel. I'm doing the French accent now. We must stop this.
Etienne, look at yourself. Would you rather die doing something against the king and against this terrible mess, or would you rather die in because of it?
I don't want to die, Ugel.
Well, it's coming for all of us.
Very well.
We must keep going.
We must be careful.
Well,
Everybody finds
we
out.
always have. Look at us. We are so plain. We are the plainest people. I mean, you especially.
And Etienne, you can make an intelligence roll.
Okay. Alrighty, baby. 70, so not the worst. Oh, and 80. Dang it!
Fantastic. Not a problem.
Farts.
Not a problem. Everything's good.
Oh, I can reroll. Gonna do it.
You're going to do it. All right. Thank you to your sponsor.
Yes, 35.
All right, and it's Eterne, who you've...
Oh, it's half.
Pardon? It's half. Fantastic. You have a sudden realization. You see, Eterne never married, you know, and he's always among the men. And as Eterne is looking with you with a complete love, man to man, you realize that Eterne is actually in love with you, Joseph. And that is why he has followed you.
Eterne, you know I would go anywhere for you. Do anything you ask. I have never once turned you down or gave you a reason to distrust me. I will not put you in any danger. We must continue this though.
We must. We must.
Have no doubt, have no fear.
All right, but the months ahead are incredibly dangerous. And when the law of suspects is passed in September 1793, it is now treason is a punishable offence by capital punishment. And this is where you are now. You are still citizen soldiers, and you are watching the Western barricades. So let's bring up a fantastic map here by Stephen Mackley. The Western barricades is on the left, on the west, of course. On the map, it's point number 14. And if we look at another fantastic map by Stephanie here of the regions of Paris and the surrounds, of course we can see if you go west of Paris, you're on your way to Calais. And that is where the aristocrats are going. They are trying to get out. So now, rather than defend France from her enemies, you're defending it from within. I've just pressed a button and the map is really good now and you're really small. Oh, there it is. Excellent. Good. Technology. 18th century technology.
Tyler's doing that.
That's
So-
the mob behind the scenes.
Now, it is important for you, Renaud and Depois, to fulfill this duty well because the cloud of suspicion hangs over you. So you were there at the Western Barricades. You're serving under Citizen Disney, Cesar Disney. He is a man of determined opinions who does not want a single aristocrat to escape. And he has cautioned you.
The aristocrats leaving.
You named the character.
I can make you re-roll stuff, Mickey. Don't push it.
You were begging for it.
No. Actually, of course I won't. Anyway, all right. I want everybody to be completely vigilant. We have the aristocrats will escape from Paris. We will have no spies come in. Our city will not fall. And you know what happens to traitors. You know what happened to Curie last week. Citizen Curie, she was on the barricades with you. And there was a cart with 3 coffins on it. And the top coffin, she said, I will look at that. And said, you really want to? And he opened the lid and it was full of human soup, the most disgusting kind of, hideous bones. And Curie went, oh, take it away. Not knowing that the bottom 2 coffins contained a noble and his wife and their 2 twin boys. They escaped. Curie did not. She died yesterday on the guillotine at midday because Disney sent her there because she did not perform her duty. Will you perform yours? There are lots of other soldiers here, and mostly they are an effective team. Everyone has papers now as they come and go. So there is Victor. Victor is a very studious man. He was a bookkeeper and he's very good at checking documents as to whether they're authentic. There is Nicolas. Nicolas Thibault. He is always checking the carts and making sure there's nothing untoward. Everyone can make a spot hidden roll. Spot hidden, spot hidden, spot hidden, spot hidden. As always, percentile dice. Cool.
Yay.
I do not spot hidden.
Well, you of course would know this,
Yes.
right? Every now and then, Nicolas stops a wagon, makes sure there's no aristocrats, but there's a little bit of an understanding and perhaps 2 bottles of wine are given from the wagon. Like you see him do this all the time. He's skimming. Never too much. And you know he always then goes to see Disney and gives Disney a little something. So Nicholas is doing very nicely out of the revolution for himself. All right. And you know this.
Can I tell somebody?
Who do you want to tell?
I want to tell my friend Jean.
All right.
Dubois.
Yeah. So let us and to move things along, yeah, you share that. So you are once Ugel tells, you're all kind of aware that Nicolas is always, things work fairly smoothly. There is Laurent. You like Laurent. He's a country boy, Laurent Blanc. He's a big lad with kind of straw blonde hair, and he can lift a cart over his head. He's big. The thing you don't like about him is he can drink so much and never gets a hangover. It is not fair. He's a nice kid, a little bit thick. So he's there just for muscle and to move things aside. There's Elizabeth Molyneux, and she is very observant and she hates the nobles. Her face is marred by smallpox, which she had as a child, and she's always keenly missed those advantages. You can make a spot hidden, Pressy. And I'm going to give you a penalty dice on that because it looks like you missed it anyway.
I
That's
did, but-
fine. Okay, great. The rest of you can make spot hidden, but not you. Or psychology. Let's have a new skill. We'll have psychology.
Oh, psychology. So not great.
Oh, maybe. I did it 12. I have 15.
Oh, wow.
Result! It is so clear to you that Elizabeth adores Pressy. He is everything. He is handsome, strike a pose. He is heroic. He's the hero of the revolution. And she pines for him, but she would never say so. And it's starting to be kind of uncomfortable to be around.
It's starting to.
Yeah, always
Always.
has been, indeed. Okay, and then there is Jacques Durand. He is like a human skeleton. He is rake thin. Because he was malnourished as a child in Lyon, and he hates the aristocracy, and he would just guillotine the lot. And he is always like, we must always capture them and take them to the temple. They must die on the guillotine for France, as should be done. So these are your colleagues. So I want to know, each of you have a little bit of a look at your character sheets and think about what your personal style is for how you keep watch. Like, just pick a skill you like the look of and tell me how you use that skill to make sure that no enemies of France come into Paris or get out of Paris or no aristocrats escape. What is your style? Anybody can go when they're ready. Just tell me. It'd be nice if everyone has a little bit of a different thing the way they work the barricades.
Dubois uses sleight of hand, maybe stealth, and a little. You tell me about Nicolas.
Mm-hmm.
I nod because I do a little bit of that too.
All right, so you are with Nicolas, like checking stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of sleight of hand. You helping him steal? Is that what I'm reading here?
Yeah.
Fantastic, love your work. So you're not at all looking for who's coming or going. You're just seeing what you can get out.
Right.
Of it. Nice, number one. Okay, who else is ready?
People do a lot of talking when they are trying to impress someone like
Yep.
the hero of the Bastille, but I play up the tragic, detached persona so that I may just listen. There are a lot of loose words that are thrown about when people are trying to impress people.
Excellent. So you're listening. I like that.
I like the look of maybe mechanical. I think I have a tool that allows me to carve a hole in this coffin so I can get a look.
All right.
And it's so small that no one would really know, and I am skilled in such a way that I can just use it as a spy.
So, perfect. All right. Well, that really feels like a kind of a spot hidden as well.
Okay.
But you've got a
I would
device
rather-
that you've made.
What?
I'd rather.
Yeah.
You might want to do spot hidden.
Oh.
Yeah. But no, I love it. You've got a sneaky way of looking at things, and you've got a kind of a device you built, like maybe some kind of knitting needle arrangement, get into the haze. So you're very good. You're not going to, like, Kirie's fault is not going to be yours. All right, lovely. Renaud, what's your style? So Ugel is doing very close investigation. Pressy's listening out. Dupois just hanging out with Nicolas. What are you doing? And remember, you need this. You need this because Disney does not like you. Like,
That's never good.
tell us again what happened on the day of the Bastille. Renaud needs to hear it. He was nowhere. Disney is a very dangerous man because he has the ear of Eterne. And Eterne is in charge of the secret police. He is Robespierre's bulldog. So, and you know that everything that happens here goes straight to Eterne. Disney is always telling him what is occurring. So yeah, what are you going to do to acquit yourself this day?
I am very slowly persuading the men of the lower ranks that perhaps Disney has gone heady with power and himself may not be trusted.
So, just a very quick correction, there are no ranks anymore. You are citizen soldiers. You don't even use cutlery anymore because that's too hoity-toity and la-di-da. People break bread together with their hands.
They just
Everyone
eat
eats
peaches
together.
with their hands.
Oh, yeah, they're very cold. Here are some people. You've got Victor the bookkeeper, you've got Disney himself, you've got Elizabeth, you've got Nicolas, you've got Laurent, you've got Jacques. Who are you having a little quiet word with?
I feel like probably the best person is Nicola.
Nicola, all right, okay.
And the angle I want to work here is, there would be more for you if Disney didn't have his hands so deep in the coffers.
Okay, so so now we're ready to get the dice happening. So you're going to make a spot hidden as you're doing careful investigation with your devices. You're going to make your sleight of hand. You're going to make your persuade, which I'm going to make hard because Disney is, Nicola is working with Disney. So hard means you have to roll half chance, and you're going to make your listen. Okay, have a go.
I'm going to use my reroll to give myself an advantage on
Okay, so what that's you basically you're going to get your extra roll. Cool. Good.
I'm gonna do that too.
All right, let's cash them in. All right, thank you everyone for supporting these people.
Don't forget,
As
if you
they,
sub, resub, gift a sub, or whatever, you are put into the running for a copy of Reign of Terror. A PDF copy of Reign of
PDF.
Terror.
All right.
Not only did I get half, I got 1/5. I got 10 out of 60.
Okay, so I'd made it hard. So because I'm a mean person, it means your chance is 30. So you did succeed,
All
and
right.
you got a hard success on a hard success. All right, so la-di-da. It wasn't extreme, Tom, but it was pretty good. How'd you go with your listen?
65 under 75.
Fantastic. How'd you go with your careful investigation?
89 over 70.
89. All right.
Not
That's
great.
what it is you almost are taking too long, right? With your kind of careful things and the cues like backing up.
Right.
All right. How'd your sleight of hand go?
One away from an extreme success. I got 13.
Fantastic. What'd you steal?
Oh, some there's wines, candlesticks. I'm going into a little German accent because that's what I was doing last night.
Okay. Well, you don't want to do too much at once.
Yeah.
So you if someone's coming out with a candlestick, they probably know. But so you've got a bottle of wine. That's nice.
Bottle of wine.
And you got because you made such a good roll, you look around for what else you can get, and there is a young man with very kind of ragged cropped blonde hair, and he's pushing a large wheelbarrow in which there is a single pumpkin. Right, now that would be quite a hard thing to steal because he's only got one pumpkin. It's also completely stupid. Why is there so much wheelbarrow for so little pumpkin? All right, and you can make a intelligence roll. He's accompanied by an old man who's got a dirty face and a mule, a chalky old mule.
Oh,
Okay.
keep moving.
Okay. You can make your spot hidden.
Can I?
And you are persuading Nicolas, and he's listening with interest.
0-1. The best results
Whoa.
ever.
Wow.
There you go. I hope you're excited at home, as 0-1 means that Renault sees in an instant as he's surveying everything, all manner of stuff. You see that youth with the closely cropped blonde hair is Melody Benoit. In a kind of a Hessian sack. The old man with her, with dirt really poorly applied, is her father, the Comte. They are leading a mule. It looks like quite a nice mule. They've inexpertly put chalk dust all over it. But you've made your listen roll. You hear two things at once. You hear the galloping of a horse, like really somebody riding really hard coming up the street. And also you hear the sweet sound of the voice of none other than Melody Benoit. Because you made your listen roll. Have I got this right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So you hear a distant horse being ridden really hard, but you hear Dupois say, move on, and someone say, oh, thank you very much. All right, so you realise Melody's there, but also you look around and you can see a messenger riding really hard up the street, and he's whipping people out of the way, like he's driving the queue apart as he's like, coming through. And because you made a 0-1 and he's a messenger, you can see he's got the messenger bags, and he is a terrible rider. Like, it's a really good horse, but you don't know if he's ever even ridden before, right? So he's like this messenger which is bouncing all over the saddle. He's a terrible horseman. All right. And he's kind of hard to get through because Ugel has backed up the whole queue with a kind of careful inspection. So
I'm trying to get my little machine out of the, like, it's stuck in the coffin.
Yeah, all right, okay,
Like,
sure.
In 1 second,
Fantastic.
you can all move past.
Make a strength roll.
Okay, oh boy. Not great for that, but we'll see. Oh, 25, that's
Fantastic.
half.
All right,
Just half.
excellent. So the
Okay.
coffins rumble past. This horse is coming in fast. There's Melody. She's being waved through, and Disney is like turning around as though he's gonna look at what the situation is. Did you check her papers? Sorry, his papers?
Well, just a pumpkin.
The pumpkin is not a paper, you fool!
Disney, this messenger approaches. It seems he has something very important to deliver. Allow me, I will second guess our friend Dupois.
You should be more like the hero of the revolution. Learn from him.
We cannot all be.
What are you doing?
Oh, messenger, you say?
Well, he's coming in. He's
This is
like,
what I said.
absolutely.
Do not hear his
So
approach.
you've gone over to the cart with the pumpkin. You.
I guess I will close with the messenger and find out what the message is.
Okay, he is absolutely arriving. What are you doing, Ugel?
I guess it wouldn't be bad to hear what the messenger has to say.
All right, okay.
But I'll act surreptitious.
Fantastic.
in my
All right.
basic round.
So out of the way. I have orders for General Borg in Orleans. Oh, sorry, in Spain. Okay, and that's an interesting Freudian slip from me. You may make an intelligence roll, and you can make an intelligence roll.
Come on, intelligence. No, for fucking God.
51 out of 75.
All right, so I mispronounced there. He said, I have orders for General Borg in Spain, in Orleans. But General Borg is in fact in Spain fighting the Spanish. So these orders will never reach the general because he's not where this guy says. And as he's coming in, he's riding really poorly and he's looking quite out of the way. You know, he's quite determined. Meanwhile, what's going on in the background with you two? Yeah. Disney's like, have you checked the papers? And then Disney gets distracted away to look at the messenger. Okay.
I will check, Dupois. Do not trouble yourself. Perhaps these peasants need a escort to the...
Christophe! I mean, citizen.
Yes. Do we know each other?
All right, and
That is a fine-looking bottle of wine, Dupois. Perhaps you should open it up and see if it tastes as good as it looks.
I'm on to you. Lucky is on to you. Lucky,
Luigi in the role of Lucky.
please, Lucky, move further away.
Lucky is malodorous.
All right, okay. Meanwhile in the foreground, what are you two doing
I'm
about
gonna
this
stop that
messenger?
horse.
What are you gonna do
He's
about
like
it?
freaking out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand right in front of him, and I'm gonna stand right in front of him. The horse was not.
Out of the way! He rides you down.
He does.
Are you going to stop him in some other means, or are you going to make a dodge roll? This horse is coming through.
Well, I'll see if I can jump up on the horse.
You're gonna leap onto the horse. That's fantastic. All right, cool. Do you have a jump skill?
As a
or
matter of fact,
ride
I
skill?
do. Jump is yes, I do have a jump and a ride. Jump
Right.
is,
Okay. Fantastic.
Much
So
better.
Ugel is swinging. What are you doing during this?
Come on, baby.
I have my red, white, and blue dice. There we go. It is too hard to leap on a moving horse.
I am going to.
Getting different dice.
I'm going to draw my saber in preparation to try and
All right.
Cut this guy down.
Out
because
comes your saber. All right, and you are trying to jump onto the horse. The horse rides you down. Let's
Yeah.
see how his ride roll goes. 83. He's a terrible rider. So the horse is freaking out. You are not ridden down because the horse is sick of his nonsense. So the horse is throwing its legs up, and you draw your saber, and he says, "Let me through!" And from under his cloak comes a musket, which he fires, a pistol, which he fires into your face.
What?
Bang! Point blank range. You are shot in the head.
I don't think so.
Crack!
What?
I don't think so either.
That was a 99.
Yeah. So you really should have loaded that thing. Black powder weapons, everyone.
Can I then counterattack with my saber since I said I had it out?
You absolutely can, but I'd like you to make an intelligence roll for me.
All right.
All right. So you've tried to jump onto the horse. You've succeeded in freaking the horse out and didn't get trampled.
So is the horse at least off the road? It's not moving forward anymore?
Well, everyone is scattering out of the way now because, a pistol's being produced. So everyone's got to get in clear. The horse is more in the middle of the street.
I'm
throwing his hooves
gonna
up.
whip like a command out of my ass and isn't there horses have ghee or haw or something? So I'm gonna yell one of those and
Right.
see if the horse will mind me at all.
Right. So what are you trying to get the horse to do?
Stop.
You just right. Stop the horse.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. So
But is that a thing? Ghee and haw? Am I making that up? Is that from?
Absolutely.
That's from I don't know where that came from.
meanwhile in chat, Ghee and haw. True or false? But I'm going to go with it. So you're going to make it's kind of animal handling or a ride roll.
Oh, ride roll, that'd be great.
Yeah. Okay. Make a ride
That's
roll.
fine. Okay.
How'd your intelligence roll go?
13. That's one
All right,
fifth.
so you're holding your saber out, but you know what Jacques said just before.
7 over.
The traitors of France have to die on the guillotine. So you've got your saber out, but you don't want to run him through.
Well, I want to. What I want to do is I want to cut the saddle loose so he falls
Fantastic.
out. Of the
Make a saber attack as he produces a second pistol.
What?
Maybe he's loaded this one. All right, how'd you ride roll go?
I got 7 over my ride.
7
roll.
above.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give you a new roll.
Okay.
All right, it's a new rule from Call of Cthulhu 7th edition. A really good edition
a
of this
new
game.
rule.
Okay, so either you can burn luck to give yourself the 7 points to succeed,
Okay.
or you can say, I want to push the roll.
All right.
Generally, if you fail a skill in Call of Cthulhu, it's not bad, it just means you can't do it. But you say, no, I'm going to push it. I want a full reroll. And I say, okay, but you'll get trampled if this fails. So do you want to have a complete reroll to calm the horse down at risk of going under the hooves? Or do you want to let the horse go? Or do you want to spend some luck? You think about that for a second. He's drawn a pistol on you. You are swinging a saber at him. Are you trying to...
98.
Excellent.
Oh.
Right, bravo. So, you are trying to make a luck roll. A luck roll as the saber swings.
18 out of 60.
All right. Okay, so.
So no, I just stand in the road, and as the horse is moving past me, I go, "Gay!"
And then looking at everyone.
All right. Okay.
and it doesn't happen. I kind of give up
So
on
there is because you've made your luck. It was a terrible roll, and you're swinging hard just to cut the saddle. You think, actually, I'm just gonna stab this horse. Right? That's gonna stop the horse.
That will stop the horse
Right.
eventually.
So do you want to pull your arm back, or do you want to bring the horse down? 3, 2, 1.
I bring the horse down.
Bang! You
I
get out of the
know,
way of the
I
horse.
definitely get out of the
There is
way.
a scream from the horse as he shoots you in the face with an 89. Gonna give him a bonus roll. How can he miss? That's how he can miss with a 59. So bang! Another pistol is fired. There's a terrible scream. Sorry, fictional animals are harmed in the making of this game. As the horse goes down shrieking, he is thrown from the saddle. He's going to take D6 points of damage. Give it to him. All right. Down
6.
he goes. 6 points. That's a major wound. I've got this really nifty new dice from Q Workshop, which has it's a comedy D12. It's huge and it has body parts. So why don't you
Oh my
roll
God.
this great big
Injury
boulder? Injury, big roll, big roll. What'd you get?
Right in the chest.
Oh my God! So he comes off and he basically kind of hits right into a fence post and it completely wins him. Okay. No, he probably comes off on his back, right? If you're coming off a horse, he comes
Well,
off
he could have
backwards,
flipped
so-
over the front.
Yeah, bang, down he comes. It's a terrible knock. He has to make a constitution roll because he's taken a major wound, and because you've hit him right in the chest, it's
you
going to give
monster.
him a penalty dice on that. All right, so here he goes. Yeah, well, shame about the 07. 87. He is absolutely winded. You have brought him down. The horse is shrieking and screaming right near you. This animal is in terrible pain.
And he stabbed. The horse is stabbed.
Yeah.
All
He
right.
opened up the side of the
Oh
horse.
my
It's
gosh.
awful.
Okay, well, I'm gonna call over Eterne. I'm sure he's better with healing, but I'm gonna try to at least hold on to what is it called?
The bridle.
Yeah, the bride. I'm gonna try to get that under control.
Okay. All right. So it is thrashing about. Etienne says, "Oh girl, you're too soft," and he draws his pistol and shoots the horse in the head.
You fucking.
Bang.
What the fuck was that?
It's just a horse.
Etienne! Wait, what? I asked you to come over here and bandage it up. You came over here and shot it in the head.
It was terribly wounded. It would not live.
Are you?
It's just a horse.
Is it? Etienne, this is the first time you've disobeyed me.
I was worried it was going to kick you.
I was in the front of it by its nozzle.
I'm sorry. Anyway, the butchers, take the horse.
Wait,
now,
is he crazy?
No, he was actually just being super, very pragmatic, very cold.
I would
Like
have
the
shot
animal
the
is
horse.
terribly injured.
Oh.
Shoot the animal.
Okay.
Yeah, you thought the animal could be saved, and maybe it could have done. Make a first aid roll.
I don't have. Oh wait, I do.
First aid.
Oh my god.
Alright. Oh, trauma.
No.
That horse was fine. You didn't need to shoot the horse. There was nothing wrong with that horse.
We will have talks later.
All right. Meanwhile, in the back, the affair of the pumpkin. What's going on, Pressy?
You want me to stab the pumpkin?
No, I think, Dubois, you should help with what it is that's happening over there. It sounds chaotic. They must need you. I will take care of the
The
citizens.
sergeant has, it seems to have everything under control.
There are screams, gunshots.
Yeah.
You must investigate. Don't worry, I will cover for you with Disney.
Well, I feel bad because I
Don't
was
feel
not
bad,
going
Dubois.
for that.
This boy is sweating, and also the old man is sweating, and you can see as he sweats, just the dirt is running off him like brown paint.
Dubois,
So dodgy.
why do you not just...
I think these people are sick. Perhaps I should take a look at them. If they are sick, they should not go beyond the walls.
Dubois, you can barely see straight today. What do you hope to see?
I
Trust
see
me.
you very well, Prissy.
Do you, Dubois?
What is going on over there, says Disney. Well, we should go, says the old man, and grabs the youth's arm, and they turn back,
Yes,
going back into Paris.
Dubois is holding the citizens unnecessarily. They have been cleared.
Alright. Arrest that man! What is going on? Okay, so you're by the dead horse. Okay, and remember it has its messenger bags. And make a listen roll for me.
Ooh. 13. So I don't know where.
So when that horse
Oh, yeah,
hit
I
the
definitely-
ground and the messenger bags hit the ground, it didn't make this sound. You can't hear that on the stream at all. It's paper! It didn't sound like paper. It sounded like this. There was a tinkling, clanking from the messenger bags when the horse went down.
Oh, I'm
You heard that quite clearly.
going to rob that.
All right. So you open the messenger bag, and we can imagine the Zelda effect with the sparkles.
Oh yeah, but
There
it's not
is
like this. It's
so-
more like, Etienne, I can't believe you killed this horse. He might still be alive. We could save him.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So
Fantastic.
distracting.
So you can definitely feel finely crafted jewelry and items. It's a little bit hard to see kind of what you're rummaging around in
Yeah.
there. And there's Nicola. He's always there. It's his superpower to work out where contraband is. What do you have?
Oh, I have this dead horse. It's so sad. Oh, also I have
Don't
water
shit me,
and
Miguel.
I have water and makeup and cards to sell to you. What do you want? You want your wig powder? You dirty fuck.
You do this very badly, Ugel.
Do I though?
You never take everything. You just take a little something. You take something, I'll take something. What's in the bag?
Why don't you open up and see? I don't know.
Okay, all right, he opens up the bag. The bag contains, oh my God, you can see that there is a necklace with a teardrop pendant. You can see that there's a sparkly, flashy diamond ring. You can see that there is a beautifully wrought bracelet. You can see that there is a glittering ruby heart, like a brooch. You can see sparkles from a beautiful inlaid silver comb with mother of pearl. You can see gems flashing off a small book, beautiful decorated book on the cover. Make a spot hidden roll.
Okay, I'm not gonna take. Ooh, yeah, baby! Finally, 31 under 70.
All right,
That's less than
Down,
half.
oh nice. Down the bottom of there you can see just an iron key. It doesn't look valuable at all, but there's an iron key in there. So there is a whole bunch of stuff. There's the ring, the comb, the book, the brooch, the bracelet, and a necklace with a teardrop pendant.
Okay, I watch what he takes.
Yeah.
So
all right.
what is it that you want then?
I think this, and he grabs the necklace. Marie would look very fine in that. And that's a funny thing, because Marie's not his wife. He's married to Henriette. Okay, so he's that. What do you want to take? Anything?
I'm not going to take anything. This isn't some things that I do. I was tending to the horse like I said I was. And I'm going to watch what he does with that necklace.
Okay, well,
and I'm going to steal it later.
all right, well, the necklace goes away.
Does
And
Nicola go away?
no, he's going to take the bag to Disney. Right, the prisoner. He's winded. He's hit the deck.
I stand over him with my flintlock pistol,
Right.
and I put my foot on his neck.
Yeah, he's done in, like he's had a major wound, he's cracked his chest, like some ribs snapped as he came down.
As I finally have him rolled over on the cobblestone, do I recognize him?
You do not recognize him, no. But he has very fine features. His hands do not look like the rough hands of a worker or a soldier. Make a spot hidden roll. He is wearing really muddy boots. His boots are muddy right up to his thighs, and yet the horse is not muddy. So it's not like he's been riding somewhere muddy. It's like he got onto the horse muddy. How'd you roll
I
go?
failed my spot hidden. I
Okay.
got 78 out of
All
65.
right. Yep, not a problem. So that's the kinds of things that you are, and he's like in a swoon, and he grabs you. Let me go. I must go. You got to let me go.
You will go, all right. And then
Oh,
Okay.
Renault.
All right, so you see Renault is about to shoot a guy who's tried to escape Paris and shot him, and he's going to execute him, and that's what the guillotine is for. This is about the worst thing Renault could do, to shoot this guy.
Okay, first of all, though, while that guy was walking away,
Nicola?
While Nicola was
Yeah.
walking away, I'm gonna slit the bottom of the bag around where the key was,
Okay, sure.
and hope it falls out. But now I see Renault. Can I do? He's already dead, right?
No, like Renault's about to shoot this guy in the head.
Okay, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he's prisoner.
spear tackle him.
All right, okay, so...
Like launch myself, hold on, here I come,
Okay, make a deck. First of all, a little bit of a dagger roll, just to cut the bottom
Okay,
of the
I don't
bag.
know
Do
if
you
I
have a
have-
knife skill? No. Little sleight of hand.
Sleight of hands, I'm
Sleight of
real
hand's
good
perfect.
at.
Yeah, great.
really good
Okay,
at
cool.
it. Okay. Yes.
All
I
right,
do.
so a little. Okay, you've got the iron key. Nice work. And then
I do.
you
I
see
have it. I
Renault.
have the iron key.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what you wanted. And then you see Renault is
Game over.
he gets that look he had in the Vendée when he's just about to shoot the guy, and then you throw yourself at him, make a dexterity roll.
I'm decent at dexterity. Oh my!
Oh,
I'm
great.
really good at it. Yes.
All right,
It is coming.
0-3.
I can beat a 3.
Who gets?
All right, good luck.
What am I doing here? Dodge?
You're making dexterity. I think it's the same thing. You're trying to
just
shoot him
dexterity?
before Ugel brings you down. You have
Dexterity
to be
is
extreme.
55.
Okay.
Zero! Oh, double zeros!
Oh my God! All right.
100? Is that
Yeah,
100?
so you
Oh, no. Oh,
shoot Disney. You shoot Disney. So.
my God. Oh 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 my God
Only because you hit me.
You try to get out of the way and you shoot Disney. Make a roll. See if you hit him.
Oh my god!
I feel like with a 00, I hit him.
I know.
Am I just rolling footlock?
Yeah, for sure. You hit him. I like your version.
Actually,
Roll damage. Pistol damage as you shoot Disney.
I don't even say no as I do it. I just say run. No.
5 points.
5 points. Where'd you get him?
Oh.
You.
Please shoot him in the dick.
Fine.
Right in the head.
God! All right. So you put a musket ball in his cheek, like it goes in here and comes out the back of his cheek. Ah! Ah! It's not a major wound because he's a big guy, but he's like, "What are you doing?" And in that moment, the injured guy starts to crawl out of Paris. He's crawling away, right? What are you two doing in the back there?
I am watching where Melody and her father are going. I want to mark where they're going.
They're going back home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to remember and pay a visit to them at the
Done.
first opportunity.
Okay, great.
If I see him, this whole debacle,
Yeah.
but I see the rider trying to get away,
Yeah.
I will run up to the rider and try and, I will step on his back and push him back down.
Oh my God! You step on his broken ribs.
Yes.
That is brutal. All right, give him a D6 point of damage. What's your damage bonus?
Gosh.
What is your damage
1d4.
bonus? 1d4. Give him D4 points of damage.
D4 points of damage. That one.
Oh, just enough to get the job
Yeah.
done.
Yep.
1 point of damage. Just get the boot in.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
Where are you going?
let me go. I must go. For the love of God.
Sergeant?
All right, now, so you just shot Renault. Yeah, bang. How are you getting out of that one?
I've got him if you need to deal with Disney.
This man just what?
Joseph, I can't believe you jiggled my arm.
No, I tackled you. You're about to shoot this rider who clearly has information for us.
All right.
Don't ask him for
Make
all
a
this.
persuade roll to see if you get away with that. See
Oh.
if he buys it.
0-1.
Oh my God!
Fucking hell!
You idiot, Sugal!
He was about to No! No! This is not his fault! I am a mere serving soldier! This man is the owner! I don't even have a gun!
Give me your handkerchief.
Yes, anything for you.
Okay, do you want to do first aid on him?
Yeah, I want to do first aid
Okay.
on him. Oh, I'm not great at it. Fucking asshole, bitch, cocksucker.
Yeah, you're the reason I shot her.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you tackled me.
That's
I
because.
feel I've walked into a long-standing feud that I barely understand.
Okay, 13. I got it.
13, all right.
He's fine.
All right, so
No harm, no foul.
okay, so you.
I'm so sorry that Renaud shot you. I'm so sorry that he did that. It is so out of character for him. He's
Okay,
such a
and
noble sergeant.
Nicola is there, and he says, Monsieur Disney, Citizen Disney, maybe this will make you feel better. And he palms a diamond ring. Like he does it right next to you. And the sun hits it. It's a beautiful stone. It's amazing. He palms it right to Disney. And Disney says, oh, very well. Tucks that away.
Okay.
This did not happen.
No, of course it didn't. Why would it happen?
And Nicola then says, look what Ugel has found, the contraband. What the messenger was trying to escape. And now the bag is clearly opened. And in the light, you can all see this beautiful bracelet, this comb with mother of pearl, this beautiful little kind of book with like gems sparkling on the cover, and this heart-shaped brooch. So he's an aristocrat. He has attacked us. You have attacked me.
It was my gun misfired when it hit the pavement.
Well, yeah, take him to the Committee of Public Safety.
The rider?
Yeah.
Razue.
Yeah.
Now, Victor, take this book and see what it says. Some Roman Catholic plot. Oh, that really hurts!
I'm gonna get a closer look at the brooch, but I'm doing it right. I'm not gonna palm anything.
It's a really beautiful ruby brooch
Is
in
there
the shape
anything
of a
on
heart.
it? Is it like heart locket or anything like that?
No, it's just actually the stones. There's not like a picture inside. But you're quite by the book when that is handed to Victor, and it smells really bad. That book reeks. It really smells like something, like it's just come out of the bottom of the river.
Worse than lucky.
It looks very.
Don't
very
blame the
discolored.
dog.
Okay, and
As a Giants 49er and damaged dice, thank you for the raid.
Yes. Thank you.
All
Taylor.
right.
Nice.
All right, as I play with my little. Excellent. Oh, no, nothing happened. I have technology here that tells me what happens, but hooray! Hooray for that. Disney has ordered you to take the prisoner to the Committee of Public Safety, and where he will answer to his crimes. Elizabeth, you have worked very hard and been very vigilant here. And he hands the comb to Elizabeth, Jacques, you have suffered more than anybody. You nearly died as a child. Here, have this for your proud French heart. And he gives Jacques the ruby brooch. And Laurent, we are sick of you talking about that farm girl. Go marry her and put us out of our misery. And he gives Laurent the bracelet. So all of the loot gets distributed. Okay, now all of you can make
Wait, and Laurent
all of you can make intelligence rolls.
just gets dismissed? Like from the army?
Thank you.
Oh, Tom, who's a badass now?
72.
That's a 0-1.
0-1. Okay. Disney must be placing himself above the law because everything here is the property of the people. It is the property of France, and he's just given it away. He doesn't give anything to Dupois and Renault because they're stinky traitors who gave guns to the aristocrats on the day of the Bastille, and you shot him. So all of this loot is just being given away, and not the done thing. Why are you looking at me like that?
Well, Disney, I thought you a lawful man. Perhaps you know something that I don't.
Yes, I know many things, and I tell them all to Eterne in letters. I know all about you, girl. I know all about you. How is Therese? How is Etienne? Do you have a cigarette? Perhaps a broken cigarette I could smoke? Don't cross me, girl. Huh? We have an understanding?
You tell me what this plot is, and I will not tell Eterne.
I've already written the letters. It would be terrible if something happens to me. Robespierre sees plots everywhere. So, don't trouble yourself about this.
Wait, is Laurent just dismissed like that?
No, he's sorry. That was my apologies. It's not like he's just giving him this thing.
Oh, okay. I thought
he's
he
not
was like,
that.
and
also, you're
services
citizen
around
soldiers, so you're just there to help. But he's
Okay,
definitely
okay.
just given all this stuff away. All right. So you have a prisoner. All right. Melody and the Comte have gone back to their house, and you have the duty of taking this guy to the Committee of Public Safety.
Let us do it quickly.
I pick him up from the ground.
Okay.
What are these other people still hanging around though?
Yeah, that will continue to.
All the people with the loot?
Yeah, they'll like. Victor is looking at the book. He kind of cracks it open and says, "Oh, it really smells. This really smells." And you can see the pages of the book that it is beautiful flowing handwriting. A beautiful kind of very and a nice script. And it looks like a book of poems, but all the ink is really blotchy because the pages are really foul, like they're really like bloated and discoloured. And each of you can make a spot hidden roll.
12.
25.
Okay.
Oh, 51.
Fantastic. So we got it.
Whatever, under a 13, so.
Yeah, that's extreme. You see all kinds of
You're
things.
like rolling super well.
As he is
I'm very good at games.
as he is turning the pages, you can see this kind of flowing verse. But the way the sun hits the page, you can see that there are letters under the letters. So it is like there was previously things written in this book, and then the book has been reused. So just as he turns the page, the sun hits it just so it's a little bit translucent, and you get a sense of that.
Victor,
and
may,
also-
may I inspect this book?
and-
I know some Latin.
You also made your roll, and you're a good Catholic boy. You went to church until they were all closed.
I was raised to be a priest.
And that profession is no longer on the table. You recognise this as a prayer book, and it's a small prayer book. You would associate it being a woman's prayer book. So yeah, well, Victor will hand you the book for sure.
This looks like a Catholic prayer book for a delicate lady.
All right,
It has the most mysterious illustrations. I
Yeah.
don't know what these strange shapes are, but
now
they
that
seem
you are,
meaningful.
Now that you are looking at the book, you can see that there are older black letters underneath. But also you can see clearly this kind of flowing... I feel like Mr. Joke again, but that's right, as you were. You can see this flowing poetry. Dawn's rosy fingers stretch out and illuminate her glowing hair. Her beauty lights the whole world. And you know this poem. It's one of Melody's favourite poems by Anton Quassard. He's a very famous poet of Versailles. And he was beloved of the Queen, and his poems are very famous. But underneath that poetry, as you're looking at it now, because it's a prayer book, it's vellum. The vellum has been scraped, but there's still just a little bit of an impression of the original letters, and they're very hard to read. What you're going to have to do is spend a bit of time, in really good light. But you definitely see the Latin word for rise.
So it is Latin that we recognize there.
That's the words under the poetry.
Do I see that as well, or just
He
for
can
now?
point it out to you. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Does this
Hurry up!
page
Take him.
arise any feelings in you?
Hold on. No,
All right. well,
it looks familiar.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, damage dice.
Thank you, damage dice. What are 113 bits? That seems quite good.
It's a Twitch currency. They're basically cheering and throwing us some
Hurrah!
bits.
Vive la France! Excellent. Thanks for supporting the show. All right. So and because you made such a good spot hidden roll, you both identified it as a prayer book. It's a woman's prayer book, and a couple more points about the book. One is that it's really foul, like it's been in the bottom of the Seine for maybe years. Like it's really like spongy and disgusting, and it reeks so bad. And like so, Lucky has come up. Hi, Luigi, and he's like, ugh. Even he thinks it's foul, and his ears kind of flat, and he backs away from the book, kind of
Lucky,
growls
don't
at
get
it.
near the book. You may learn something.
Yeah, Lucky walks around back behind you. His tail is between his legs.
What's me was the prisoner.
And so a couple more things of just investigating the book. One is that the last page has been torn out. And it's been torn out long ago. So you get the impression it was torn out before the book became all foul and stinky. And the other thing is you can just make out with your banging spot hidden roll, written on the inside of the book is Palaiseau les Dames, which is Our Ladies of Palaiseau. Palaiseau is a town. And let me just, no, I'm not going that way. That's the king, he's still dead. News, king's still dead. So there's our map. So Palaiseau is south. It's here. It's south of Paris, and Palaiseau des Dames implies it is a nunnery. It's 10 miles south of Paris, Palaiseau. So that is what you get from your investigation of the book. But Disney wants you to take the prisoner.
Fine. So it's you and me, and I tell you, Disney and Nicolas all have taken some loot from the bag as well as giving it away. But just so you know.
Okay. So.
Wait, I reveal the iron key that I have.
Are you saying you took something from the?
No, I'm just saying I didn't not get what I deserved as well.
Okay.
But
you read some. So this is Victor the bookkeeper. You read some Latin.
you want to answer?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I have papers
You
to
do the
inspect.
math.
Why don't you look after this?
You seem to have received the worst prize of anyone here.
Oh, Cesar asked me to look at it, but I do not care for it. I find it unpleasant.
Well, you know, in my station, I have to take whatever I can get. I am no longer well liked or respected, and yet at one time I was a commander of men.
How is your Latin, Renault?
Are you going to take the prisoner or shoot me again, Renault?
Don't give me these options. I will take the prisoner. Yes.
I want to first aid the prisoner and put basically set his ribs, maybe with like a hard wooden plank.
Okay, make a first aid roll.
25, baby, and that is exactly half.
All right, so he gets a hit point back, and you're very close to him. He says, "Let me go. Let me go.
We are going.
No, I must get away.
What has happened to you?
I have to go.
My
I have to
darling,
go."
you are making no sense. Talk to me like I am a child. I do not
There's
understand.
no use talking to the prisoner.
I am talking to him.
She will get me. And Jacques, who's right there, says, "Yes, Madame Guillotine will get you. Take him."
I think I got close.
All right, so you take him through the streets.
Yes.
And you got the name Anton Croissard because, in fact, the people, like, they love a good aristocrat being arrested, you know, a good traitor to France. Everyone's like, "Ah,
And
you
that's
know,
him.
well done, Pressy, you're the revolution." And someone says, "That's Anton Croissard." And they start to say, "Oh, tell us a love poem, Croissard. Oh, Croissard." Now, on the chat channel, you are now the mob in the street. So could you please give some insults to, they've arrested a poet, like this love poet, right? Which is a strange thing because they've arrested was trying to get out of Paris in a crazed state with 2 loaded pistols and an incredibly great horse that he couldn't ride for nuts. But everybody is treating this like the biggest joke. So why don't you kind of join in on the joke and let's take the prisoner. The mob is crying. Thank you very much, TJ Regular. So even the mob are going, "Will you guys get on with the job here?" All right. So if there is anything else you wish to shout, any particular insults you want to convey.
Really do it, chat. Do it. For real. Say anything.
All right. So, but they're all saying, "Oh, tell us a poem. Your words will serve you no more, poet." Nice contribution from Lee Pierce in a mocking tone. Off with his head!
Yes!
A classic there from Blue Avalon. Spit in your eye from the Vitruvian Man. Thunder, burn the bourgeoisie from Thunderous Oath. Celios, the pansy, his blood will water the flower of the revolution. Rhyme this! You will love Madame Guillotine now. She's a jealous lover and will have a piece of you to keep from the posh panda. Who would know that a panda would be so bloodthirsty?
This crowd is so poetic.
Summon your way out of this, says Scott Max. Thank you very much. You guys are outstanding. So, yeah, all right, bravo. All right, so they want none of his poetry. They just want him executed. So you're taking him to the Committee of Public Safety. So you're going from Area 14. Let me just get our map back there. So you're going from the Western Barricades and pretty much taking that straight road into town from Charlotte towards 2, which is the Place de la Concorde. Nice work, Dom. Oh, almost. The Place de la Concorde, where the guillotine is going. People are being executed even now. 50 people a day, traitors to France. Bourgeois feet dog, yells DJ Regular, who's clearly has already been yelling. So it seems like the crowd are following Croissant.
Yes.
Everyone just keeps yelling.
To yell invective. So we did it, says Risky Pixels. So there are no pixels in 1793. We don't understand you.
Rename yourself.
Risky
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, risky pumpkins. So forward you go, and he is desperately. You've healed him up. He's desperately starting to dig in. He does not want to be taken to the guillotine. So he's resisting. His strength is 90. Who's holding him?
I am.
Oh, well, if anyone else is coming along, I probably wouldn't be.
I am walking ahead and trying to clear a path through the crowd.
What skill are you going to use to?
I
You have to
will.
think
Let's
about
see. I will use.
You're using your strength. Is anybody helping?
Are you
Dupois?
helping him? Are you strong?
guess I will
Yeah,
help.
please.
Okay. What's your strength?
65.
Yours?
80.
80. Fantastic. So why don't you have a roll and you give him a bonus dice, and
Okay.
I'll roll for. So you roll just your 10s dice. You make your roll. I've got 45. So I've actually got a hard success.
I got 50.
12.
Bang! All right. That's extreme success. I love an extreme success. Liberty, equality. I'm not reading the rest of that Vitruvian man. Let's just say there is a madman in the crowd, and Robespierre has his eye on you. This guy.
I didn't see it. It's like
Liberty, equality, yeah, Cthulhu for turn is being yelled by some strange individual with crazed eyes. Everyone's keeping clear of him. He smells bad. Slightly fishy. You are hauling him now like he's using such mad strength, but the guy weighs maybe 60 kilograms, or in your earth measurement, 120 pounds soaking wet. Like, there's not much of him, but he's fighting. He does not want to be dragged to the guillotine. As you bring him up that road from Charlotte, so area number 2 there is the Place de la Concorde. You go around the north side of that, which we know it's north because we have this fantastic Devon Roux compass rose here.
we sure do.
Look at that, that's so good. And as you turn east along the top of the square, he stops fighting you so hard, and he actually starts going forwards. All right, so you're taking him towards the guillotine. You go around the side of the square, and then he just wants to get. He's actively fighting now, get in deeper into Paris. So so you've gone from I've got to drag him to oh my God, he's dragging me. So as you're going to the Committee of Public Safety, so this is the old palace, which is where the people sit and make decisions. The halls are very busy with citizens coming toing and froing and discussing the affairs of the day. And in the distance you can see Eterne, Robespierre's bulldog, who just keeps an eye. As always, he has his big trench coat, and I kid you not, historically, he's 4 pistols, he's got clubs, he's got huge knives, and he's got 2 bodyguards.
He's extra.
He's compensating for something.
All right. How did your roll go to clear the crowd?
I did not make it. I'm trying to charm them.
Charm them. Okay, fantastic.
41 under 55.
Fantastic.
Make way! We have captured another enemy to the people, and we are bringing him to justice, as is the way of our people, as is the way of France.
Let's get some cheers on the chat. Hurrah! Hurrah for the hero of the revolution.
Hurrah.
Cressy, hero of the Bastille.
Use
Huzzah!
Amy
Huzzah!
emotes.
So,
Cheer.
all right, so you take him into the committee. Hurrah for the heroes of France. Yes. All right, and take him to the clerk, who says, what has gone on here?
I want to see if I could, because he almost communicated to me. So while you guys are holding him, I'm going to go right up to him and slap his cheek and go, my darling, what has changed? You seem different. You seem more okay. Was it my healing?
Okay, make a persuade roll, but it's a hard success because now that you're really up in his face, he's just like, you guys are crazed. He's so crazy. Okay. Oh, you've done it!
19, and I have persuade is, it's 14 for an extreme.
You've got to get away. You've got to get me away. You must.
And the ways further into Paris?
No, away. I've got to get away. Help me. Stand clear of the prisoner. What are the charges?
Escape. Nobility escape.
Treason against the people.
How so?
Hoarding wealth.
Viva Pressy, hooray, viva la French fries. Thank you, Farquaad. Kill him with a baguette or croissant. Now that's just stereotyping. The traitor wants to escape his fate. Excellent. Treachery.
Deceiving a citizen of the army, People's Army.
Right. Yes. Posing as a messenger.
He shot Disney in the face.
An attack.
Assault against the
An attack
officer
on
of
a
the people.
citizen is an attack on France. You're a traitor. Take him to Fouquier-Tinville. So Fouquier-Tinville is the prosecutor, and he's known as the procurator of the guillotine. So into the court he is taken. He's kind of swooning. He's kind of out of it. Tinville reads the charges and said, "The sentence is death. He will be executed tomorrow. Take him." And tomorrow, no! And he like ripped his shirt open. He's like, "Do it now! Kill me! Kill me!"
Call him.
I can't. Please, you must.
Grab his arms.
All right,
Yeah.
you drag him out.
Oh my God,
You take it up! You take it up!
Mark!
And, Call of Cthulhu, everyone. He
Exclamation point loud.
Take your headphones out.
I'm so sorry, I've never done that.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, you're doing great.
I send all receipts for hearing aids and first aid moments to campaigncoins.com.
Yeah, don't stop, but Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
But it's okay, he's exerted himself. But he's a man in desperation and panic, and you can all make a psychology roll.
Oh, Dick Wads.
So close.
Oof. Nope.
No.
No? No? Okay.
No.
I only have a 15, so there was
Not a problem.
You know what? I want to do it. I'm gonna burn 5 points of luck because I rolled a 25 over my 20.
okay.
So I'm gonna go down to 55 luck.
You know, here's the thing. He's so on the edge of hysteria. I'm really sorry about the headphones. And you've seen this before. You've seen it in Poissy. You've seen it on Renault. Like, you know, we say that Renault was broken on the day of the Bastille. He was broken in Poissy. He lost 8 points of sanity. And you also, like, on some, do you lose 7 points or something in
Yeah.
Poissy? Yeah. So you've seen, like, how unhinged these two were.
I want to lean in.
Hugel was babbling about being a woman. It was quite a strange day. Yeah.
This is just like Poissy.
You all left eyeball Twitch roll sanity.
We all do.
We're an hour in and we haven't had a sanity roll.
We
It's
do,
terrible.
all of us.
Yes.
Including
Except for
me?
you. No.
Oh my God!
Lose a point.
I got 62 under 63.
Oh, you're fine then. No, it's not like that at all. How'd you go?
0-1. I believe I get some sanity back.
Tom.
You don't.
You
but
are
there's
gaming
nothing
the
like Poissy.
system.
What'd you get?
I'm 1 over my sanity.
Lose 1 point.
Lose a point. Dominic.
Okay.
Lose that up. Oh my God, this is stressful.
Yeah,
Proceed.
0-1s keep coming.
Proceed.
You'll be inspecting your dice. Okay.
Coca-Cola.
So what happens?
Let's see.
Drink the Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Coke Zero?
Yes, and anything
Would
else
everybody
while
like to
I'm
pause
taking
for refreshments at
requests?
No.
Okay.
No champagne? Okay.
I'll take a Coke. If there's
So-
another Coke
There we
Zero, I'll
are.
take one.
He is
Coke Zero.
he is on the edge of
Diet. If there's another diet one or not?
You get 0.
Yes, thank
Don't
you.
you like it?
Ooh. I love that. Thank you.
cheers.
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 Viva France,
Merde.
the traitor. Yeah.
Merde.
Yeah.
Ah, merde.
All right.
Don't say that, do you? That's like for good luck, right?
If you are a
When you
dance,
yell
yeah.
shit out,
If you dance, yes.
If you dance.
Okay.
I don't.
So, you are now, your task is to escort the prisoner to the temple. All right?
I don't want to do it.
The temple is the large prison. Again, it was a former fort where they keep all of the aristocrats. And it's like a big open prison. They keep them in there and they just wait there for their name to be called. Like with this. So that is where you are to take him. And your crowd are waiting outside. So crowd, the mob, if you want to give some more stick to Quesade, Anton Quesade, the poet, you may yell because you've been waiting for him to come out. All right.
We must see what it is that he has seen in order
I
to make
know.
him this way.
I have been trying to do this, and we cannot put him in a group of people where he has access to them. He will hurt them.
What is it he's saying to you?
He must go. The lady will come for him.
That's a really good thought. So there are, in fact, some solitary cells in there in the temple, so you can
we
put him in one of
gotta do
those. And because Marie Antoinette, she's actually in the temple. She's up in a high window, and there's a mob outside that just give her kind of insults, day and night.
Right.
So, yeah, you'll be able to confine him away from other people.
Yeah. I want to.
All right.
I think we should do that.
Okay. So, don't make him a martyr, cries the crowd, deaf to all tyrants.
That's so great.
So, yeah, the crowd are not forgiving him, because they know. They remember being starved. They remember the terrible years that everybody lost someone. Nobody could get bread. But in Versailles, they paid no attention. The hatred is deep here. So there is no opportunity after his outburst in the court. He's completely exhausted. So you can take him to the temple and put him in a cell.
Yeah.
And he's so exhausted. You put him in there. All the other aristocrats in there are looking on horror as a new prisoner is born in. And for your excellent and humanitarian actions, you just got a reroll, Ugel, and you got that from Scott Max. So thank you, Scott Max. So hurrah!
Was I very humanitarian?
Yeah, well, you were, because, somebody who wrote this scenario might have had scenes of violence if he was left with other people. So you have confined him.
Also, you were nice to a horse. So
We're moving on from the horse thing. And the posh panda says the true queen of France is Madame Guillotine, the only just leader. And Quesade has an appointment with Madame tomorrow. So in he goes. It's a narrow cell with one high window. Streaming in is the light of the last afternoon and now the last evening that he will ever see. And he's spent, he's broken, he's got crushed ribs.
Is the window barred?
Yeah, it is barred. It's very high bars. They close it. They turn the key. He's locked in there, just beside himself, muttering. He staggers in and collapses against the back wall and just kind of slides down.
Well, since we know that this is from very similar to Poissy, I want to do stand outside and scan. First, scan the people, or stand inside, scan the people of the prison, and then scan the crowd and see if there's anyone else with the same crazy look in their
Fantastic.
eye.
Make a split hidden roll. What's everyone else doing?
I want to try and play good cop with this guy. I want to come over and talk to him and see if I can make him more comfortable. Yes, because
He is beyond reason.
Okay.
I mean, he's had a huge day and he's just had a huge outburst that may have caused ear damage. So he's entirely. He's catatonic, really.
he cannot.
He
Does not even respond.
Yeah.
I gather 3 oil lamps and I further study.
Okay. You're going to go and look at the book. All right. So where are you going to make that study? You could go home.
Well, is everyone else?
This is the end of your day. You don't need to go back to the barricades now. You've arrested an aristocrat.
Quota filled.
Good job.
Okay. And Hugel knows where the bread is at. Hugel always knows where the bread is at.
What the hell?
Yep. That's you're a provider. You didn't starve through those years.
Oh, Scott Max. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Dupois will go.
Hi, Stumpomatic. You're super welcome. All right. Just joined us.
Dupois will go to the closest pub.
Yep. Perfect.
Yeah.
You and Lucky. So you go to the pub and you arrive, and everyone, their faces light up. And they go, Lucky, Lucky, oh Lucky. They don't like you, but they adore your dog.
Yes.
You know.
I don't like Zombie though.
So Lucky comes in and they pour a saucer of beer for him. Of
course.
And, he's
Hey,
very-
don't drink too
very
much.
happy.
You have to walk me home.
All right, so that's great. Okay, so you're off in a tavern. What are the rest of you doing?
I guess I go home to study
go
this
home?
thing.
Sure.
I don't know where
Alright.
else I would go to study it.
Yeah,
Like
all
what
right.
the options there would be.
All right, sure.
But
what are you gonna do?
my boy, he's not in this town at all.
He is.
Oh, he is.
In the intervening years, you now all live in Paris.
Oh, fantastic! Then I go home to my boy and Therese, and I go there.
Okay. All right. Well, after those crazy events of the day, that is relaxing to be there.
I soak my feet.
All right, fantastic. And
That's what
your
residents
family
want
welcome.
to soak.
Pressy.
I'm going to seek out my love
All right.
and see what it is that was going on earlier today.
Okay, well, they are very terrified. The house is closed. All the curtains are drawn.
So just to be clear, they were trying to leave
No,
the
absolutely.
city,
They were trying to escape.
and then they successfully did, or they were sent back in.
Everything was happening, and they panicked, and they went back into Paris
Gotcha.
because
All right,
of
so
the events,
then
and
yes.
because it's entirely because Dupois was about to bust them. So he totally could have let them go, and he did not. And he knew exactly who they were too.
You piece of literal garbage.
I was going to let them go, but I don't like you. So
This is not true. Everyone likes me.
Oh my gosh! Player Dungeon Master. Fucking
The eternal
war.
story. Why can't we all just get along?
I'm a marshal.
All right, so you,
I'm a dungeon marshal.
Marguerite, is, darling. How are you? You were late. We were worried.
Yes, it was a long day. I shot my boss. That was the highlight of
You
my day.
shot Disney?
Yes, I shot Disney.
What were you thinking? He's a dangerous man. You've told me.
No, I was not
And,
thinking. If I had been thinking, I would have shot him through the skull, not through the cheek.
This, Thierry, this is not you. This is not who you were.
Marguerite, our lives have changed.
And Daddy, in Russ Lucy and Oliver. We did more drawings.
Oh, beautiful! Show me.
Heads, blood,
the-
guillotines. Whoop.
Highlight of my day. Have my children draw the
Basket of heads.
brutal horror which we are daily inflicting upon each and every
I ran out of red on
families
this one.
where we formerly entertained ourselves.
So it seems like home life is strained. You have the weight of the times upon you.
You know, I need some time to myself in my study. Don't wait up.
I understand. Come, girls. All right, so your family withdraw from you. All right, and you set up your 3 lamps, and you've made that banging spot hidden roll earlier, and you start to study the book. So you're home and feeling revived. You drink until the pain goes. You study the house, which is dark and cold, and they do not answer the door. And
I have an inkwell and a giant quill that I use to take notes.
And finally, you begin to make out some of the words in Latin. And here they are. So you may read to the others and just say that in the next morning you convey what you learn here. Now, it's because the pages are so spoiled, you've only just started to study the book. These are like the first words that you're making out. It's a partial translation. It's quite literally partial. What do you read?
So the words that I'm able to decipher starts perhaps from a previous line, and yet there is no text on the previous line. It says "ia sinothologis."
When you say that word,
Oh no!
just imagine, I'm going to invade your camera,
Yeah.
an icy finger lands on the back and the top vertebrae, and then slowly goes down all the vertebrae. A finger made of ice. Make a sanity roll.
I'm really good at sanity.
Ding,
You shouldn't have said that out loud, but Mark made you.
ding, ding, ding.
21.
Gee, it's cold in here. Bit of a draft. Should close that window. Keep reading as you were.
Here are something, lady whose beauty grant something, rise from your vault, maybe? With scented tresses, possibly? And at once these something, and in return, that.
Renaud, perhaps if you are trying to translate this, you could leave the book with me. I have some background in Latin. Perhaps I could make quicker progress.
Am I your lover?
Yeah, I was going to say this is a conversation that's going to take place in the next morning because you are off and he's in his home. But that's an excellent. We'll get back to that in a moment. So strange words.
Why not?
Meanwhile, in 1793, I have a 21st century problem. My battery charger is somewhere in a bag over there. I've lost track of it.
what kind of,
just a lightning adapter. Because I want to hear what the mob say. Because mob, prime yourselves. It's about to be your moment. And when I say hear, I mean read.
I just have one.
Thank you. Problem solved.
There should be an extension, like a button on the extension cord there, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. All right. Excellent. See, this is what Hugel does. Just fixes stuff. Makes things
I
happen.
have everything in my little satchel.
All right. Perfect.
No, only 50 euros.
So you.
I don't fucking know. Fine.
You and so there's this beautiful poetry. This beautiful poetry is written, but again, the book smells really bad, and it's full. One of the reasons it's hard to read the words is because the book is full of holes, and the holes they don't go straight through the book. They go like this, all right? They kind of curl in and through, so they curl to the side, so they have a constant curving pattern. There's these little holes on each side of the book going through all the pages. So that's why this word's missing it. So, and it just reeks. You should make a constitution roll.
You're gonna get nose poisoned.
That's the worst kind.
Yeah.
66 out of 80.
Oh dang! Are you just strong everywhere?
You can take it.
I am really, really great at everything.
Aren't you
But my con
coming?
is higher.
Is it?
Aren't you coming to bed? Says Marguerite. And you look up, and she has long red hair.
What color hair does she normally have?
She has short brunette hair. Make a sanity roll.
Critch Gaming, thank
Critch
you.
Gaming.
07.
Ooh.
Oh, it's just the way the light is coming in. It's like that poem about Dawn's rosy fingers, like her long red hair. Like you you're really tired. You probably should get some sleep. Thank you for subscribing, Critch Gaming, which
Yes.
means you're in the running to win a PDF of Reign of Terror with great thanks to my friends and publishers. At
Yes,
Chaosium.
anyone who subscribes, resubscribes, or gives a subscription is in the running for that.
But there is Marguerite, and she's holding a candle. It is late, darling. It
Yes.
is not good for you.
No, you're
Look,
right.
Your nose is to the page, and that thing smells. It's disgusting.
It
Just
is.
get rid of it.
Well, I'm not. Yes, I'm going to give it to my friend Pressy in the morning.
Good.
He
All
is
right.
deserving of such a thing.
The night passes, and in the morning, you sleep in a little bit, but the rest of you, and Dupois sleeps in. You two can make listen rolls. This is from Hugel and from Pressy, because
You
a
might
little bit
hear
more
me snoring.
compos mentis.
I
39, and that'll do it.
it's 75 out of 75.
Fantastic.
Oh, it
Okay,
beats
so as you are getting up, you're throwing open the windows, you're greeting the day, you're getting that and looking out at 18th century Paris. You live in the Ile-de-Cité. It is incredibly crowded. Like there are these narrow apartments with, families in every room. There's just got a heaving mass of humanity. The streets are very narrow and dark. So
Everyone's
you're
pissing and
probably,
shitting everywhere.
well, you're probably throwing the bedpan out the window. What is it, garderobe? So you're just doing there, and you hear someone absolutely cackling. Did you hear? Madame Guillotine is making house calls now. In his cell. Unbelievable.
Oh,
Died in the temple. What? And so this is the gossip you're hearing.
hello. See?
Right, okay. So you yell down at this person. It's a woman. She's drawing water from the well, and you yell down to her.
He said, bonjour.
Hello.
It's always very disarming to citizens if you address them in a British accent.
They seek him here. They seek him there.
Did you say that Madame Guillotine oft the poet said?
In his cell. He was killed in his cell. Such a joke.
But his head's cut
Oh,
off.
I heard it from Margot, who heard it from Veronica, who
So you're
heard it
not-
from. So it's this wild rumor going around Paris. Hey, the mob, feel free to spread wild rumors. Spread some wild rumors in the chat.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
opening a window.
About things in the
18th
game.
century wild rumors.
Bonjour.
Hello. Okay.
More people are bonjour. Bonjour.
So this is the news that is spreading around. The Anton Quissard has died.
Oh, I rush out the door. I give my boy a kiss on the cheek and leave. And I guess Therese is with me too. I don't know where Eterne is, but I imagine he's somewhere nearby. Anyway, I grab both of them.
Yep.
And me, Therese, Etienne, and I rush to the tower.
Etienne thinks you're a man.
Well, I man up before I
Alrighty.
leave. I'm a man.
Yep, that's true.
You're doing it.
I too am going to go to the temple to check this out, but first I want to swing by Melody's just to see if maybe she's...
No, I heard it was his hands cut off, so he could not write anymore. That's from Lee Pierce.
Okay, well this is just ridiculous.
I heard he once ate 5 onions, one right after the other, and it killed him dead. You're an idiot.
That does not kill you.
Yes, one time as in last
Rusty
night.
pumpkins again. On Pixel
Rusty.
Rusty. We have to localize it for the 18th century. So anyway, the word.
No, I performed a rusty pumpkin once.
No, Tom.
Never again.
All right.
Blue Avalon, thank you.
A swarm of
Merci.
rats fell from says friend from the cell when his head fell. Thank you for subscribing, Blue Avalon. Thank you. All right. So,
Merci.
merci. All right. So you are going back to the temple, which is number 15 on the map. It's over on the.
Do you know about it?
On the eastern side.
I tell you.
Let us say that you meet in alarm and share all this news, and also that you tell them everything that has transpired overnight, and you tell them of the book. So you now all know all the things you know, and I think that's when Pressy makes his offer that he could help you with the Latin.
Yes, would you like to look at the rest of the book?
Yes, but perhaps you should hold on to it for now, and then I will take it from you at the last possible moment. This thing is foul. And I cannot have it clouding my natural aroma with its stink.
Yes,
I
this
think
is
it
true.
might add to your aroma somewhat.
What do you do?
You're right.
You can barely
This,
smell.
Okay.
this is foul, and you.
Critch Gaming has given a reroll to Ugel.
Ugel.
And Blue Avalon has given a reroll to Pressy.
Merci.
Merci.
You see, the people love the heroes of France. People who give guns to the aristocrats are hated by the people of
There
France.
you go.
There you
It's
go.
a
It's-
classic
there it is.
tale.
At least
It's
give one
basically
to
a
my
Grimm's
dog
fairy
Lucky.
tale.
Get Lucky needs a reroll. Give
Have you
Lucky
gotten-
some
Have
sugar.
you gotten any
Nope.
rerolls? Dom's received 0
That is
rerolls this
terrible.
game. What a shame.
That's
Classic.
there it is. There it is. He should have saved France when he had the chance.
Yeah.
He'd be drowning them. All right. Okay.
A France chance.
So, what are you doing?
I think we're going to head in and see if we can verify
All
these
right,
rumors.
you arrive.
Yeah.
So the citizen soldiers who are at the temple are like, there you are. Explain this.
Explain what?
This. And they haven't actually gone into the cell. They've left it as is. And even as you approach, like people are running out to look for you. You've caused this mess and you need to go fix it. Explain. All right, so you arrive at the cell where you put him, Hugel. Where you put him so that he would be safe and so would others be.
It's your fault.
You closed the door upon him and watched it locked. And now, remember where he slumped against the wall? There his headless corpse is, with a huge gout of blood spraying all the way up the wall, with kind of one long jet going out like this. His head lies upon the floor with a look of
Oh no.
absolute horror upon it. The door is still locked. Make sanity rolls.
Oh no. Oh, fucking shit balls.
Would you roll 100?
Yep.
Great.
Yeah, I make it.
Okay, lose d6 if you fail it. Lose
Oh.
1 point if you make it.
I rolled my sanity, so
That's a success, you lose 1 point.
Only lost
I
one.
lose one. He
You
only lost-
rolled 1 on a
Yeah,
d6?
he did.
Yes.
I
Wow,
saw it, I
how'd
saw
you go?
it.
24 out of 72.
Okay, so, all right, so you've all been in war. You know, you have seen corpses before. You have killed men before. But this is unpleasant. Outside, you hear someone yell, "Make France great again!" Thank you, Lee Pierce from the mob. All right.
Thank you,
Keep
Lee
an eye on that one.
Okay.
that chant seems easy to repeat.
All right.
Largely meaningless.
Make fun.
Dead.
Late again.
Decapitated in a locked cell, the corpse below the window of the last morning he was ever going to see, but he has not seen it. Ma'am Guillotine has made a house call. He will speak no more.
How could this have happened?
We need to find the weapon. It doesn't look like.
There's no weapon in it.
Are we in the room now?
You want to unlock it?
Yeah, I wanna
Okay,
unlock it.
great. The lock is a little bit sticky. The lock is rusty. Now, it was not rusty yesterday. Like yesterday, it just opened. But like you can see flecks of rust and it's a little bit stuck. Have you got a locksmith's bill?
I do. I'll
Yeah,
take a look
have
at it.
Have a roll
Do you?
to get it open.
6.
Oh, much better.
0-6.
You should've
All right,
rolled
so yeah, you have the knack, but yeah, it's like it is rusted overnight. That lock.
I've probably never seen anything like that.
Now there is a huge blood spray on the wall. There is not a single sign of a footprint in the cell, but there's blood everywhere.
Be careful where you
There is
step.
no weapon. You can use any skill you want.
I'd like to inspect the body.
Okay, so all right, so you're moving over there. Make a spot hidden roll. What are the rest of you doing?
I want to take a closer look at the lock with my.
Make a spot hidden.
And then inspect
Okay.
the window.
You okay? Make a spot hidden.
Can I intimidate the guards that were supposed to
Sure,
be watching?
absolutely can. Yep. Intimidate. Okay, let's get some role-playing Dupois. Show me some intimidation.
What? Why do we bring you the prisoner and we put him into cell? He's supposed to be safe until the people come to claim him. Why is he here and Madame Guillotine has come and taken him?
We don't know. We don't know. We put him in. He locked him up. He was.
Lucky's next to me and growling at me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Actually, no. Lucky did. Well, you go. Oh, yeah, I'll get Lucky to growl because
Yeah.
that's our intimidation act.
Right.
You know, it's like Lucky growl, and you go to give Lucky the sign. Lucky did not come into the temple.
Oh.
Like Lucky stayed outside or slunk off when they got the chance.
All right.
Sorry, Ouija. So yeah, your dog has abandoned this
All right.
hideous scene. But they're like, they tell you they don't know what happened. He started to moan and rave and scream again near midnight, and then he shut up. They thought, thank goodness he's gone to sleep. But nobody came up this corridor. Nobody went in. Nobody went out. Nobody heard anything. There is no eyewitness report. You're inspecting the corpse. How did your spot hidden go?
This man's head is gone.
It is. It's terrible.
Inspecting
You're
Cthulhu.
inspecting the bars. How'd you go?
These bars look solid.
They too look solid.
I made
you're
my
looking-
lock. I'm looking at the rusted lock.
Okay, great. So yeah, you can see that there's like little flecks of rust on there, and it smells bad. It smells like the bottom of the Seine. It's like a really pungent odor to it.
This smells like your book.
It's not my book. I'm going to give it to water
Well,
carrier.
semantics is all I'm
too
saying, but
stinky.
this look smells like the same sea dankness of the book that you are holding.
Have you seen these bars? They're very solid. I don't think his head would have fit through there.
You made a spot hidden roll, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, because you're an expert in metallurgy. So you look at the bars, they're very high, and once again, you can see a little bit of a fleck of rust on the bars. And there's just a little bit of some discoloration of the stone, like some, foul, like brown water has leaked in through that window. And in fact, there's a bit of a smear coming down from the bars, coming down the wall, until it hits that huge blood splash. All right. So yeah, the man's head's come off. It's quite terrible.
Yes, it's gone.
There's no sign of the weapon.
Oh, this is an impossible mystery.
No, it looks as if everything has been underwater, but it isn't. But it has been for years, even though it only has been one night. So I solved it.
Oh, well, it
Very
is solved.
good,
He was
Ruel.
killed by underwaterness.
For years.
It's just very strange.
Lestrange.
What did you discover talking to the guards?
They know nothing.
He shares the information. The prisoner was raving till midnight, and then he shut up, and they were all happy about it. All right, what do you do? It's a mystery. Now, Pressy has inspected the corpse. It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Red Sonja. He's dead.
Yeah.
That's it. He's given no useful information from his post-mortem
He's
examination.
exceptionally dead.
Well, I
He's
own
very
it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'll take a look at the corpse as well. I
And make a
guess.
spot hidden and first aid.
Oh, only first aid?
Spot hidden and first aid. Okay.
Yep.
Spot hidden. No.
Not first aid, not for me.
Okay. The man's head's been cut off.
Yeah.
See, I told you.
But I do want to look at where the water meets the blood
Yeah.
and see if that has any effect on it. So I'll do spot hidden for that. 34. Half.
Yeah, the blood. It's like a damp kind of smear. It has a bad odor to it, and the blood has gone over that. So in other words, it's like first the stain, then the splash.
The water is the source. I know this to be true.
There's no water.
There is.
So and now, of course, you've made your spot hidden. You're looking, and we keep on talking about the saying about water, but it's maybe it's mud.
Oh.
You know, it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
this slimy brown.
You are
kind
saying
of-
this is coming from the window.
No, I don't know where it is coming from, but it all is caused from this.
Definitely, this stain is coming down from the window.
Oh.
From
I'm
the
going
high
to go
window.
outside.
Yeah,
and
so it's the
examine
outside,
this.
yes.
Okay, right. Make your spot hidden outside.
Lucky.
Yes, as I said,
Where is you?
these things, these treats, man, dog treats smell.
Yeah, he likes the stinky ones.
Do you want me to?
No, I just closed it. I didn't realize I should
How'd you
close
go?
it.
I'm 10 over. I failed mine.
Okay, no worries. How'd you go?
I also failed mine, but I feel like we need a win here, so I'm gonna go ahead and spend this. And,
Okay, or you can push your luck. You always just have a free reroll.
I don't wanna push right now. I don't want something terrible to happen.
Thank
yet.
you to the
Yes.
donating.
Still didn't get it.
All right, no
It's
problem.
worse.
Okay, cool.
The window is high.
All right. So, but I mean, you cannot fail to see that there is that stain is here, kind of going up towards the bars, like because that's what you're looking for. So you absolutely ascertain, and the stain starts at a point about
Yes, Lucky.
5-6 feet up, like it's not there, and then it begins. So it's not like it's come up from the ground.
How high up is this cell? Like, is it on the second floor? Is it on?
No, it's on the ground floor.
Okay.
So you're standing directly outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's no sign around of this coming from anywhere else. No audio. Not that I can ascertain.
It is the square outside, and there is there's people around, and they're jeering, and someone said, "Is it a lie? He has escaped." That was from the chat earlier. So there's a rumor he's got away, and this is all nonsense, and yeah.
Yeah, I want to see if there's anybody who was maybe like if there's any either buildings nearby where somebody might have heard or seen something, or any witnesses.
Sure.
Prowl the area and see if there's any witnesses.
You can make it's fine. You're just asking people, and no, nobody has seen anything.
I want to follow if there's a trail of the watery mud.
Make a track roll. We can try tracking.
I don't have track.
Okay, it's 10%. But someone's good at tracking here.
Somebody's got to do it.
Not me.
Yes,
Oh, lucky.
42.
Lucky has come back. Can we see Lucky?
Lucky,
baby.
can you track?
Okay, how'd you go? The miraculous appearance of Lucky is going to give you a bonus dice because the dog's quite good.
I got 42 on tracking.
I cannot track at all.
So it's
I don't think
10%.
any of us have tracking.
Who wrote this nonsense? That's
I think it must be some of the other characters.
There it is. Okay, cool. So
25.
Oh, wait, do I get a
but
bonus?
I have a 10%.
sure.
Yes, and it worked. A 002.
Because Lucky
Because Lucky.
turned up. All right, so you find, looking around for tracks, you find a perfect slender right footprint wearing no shoe
No. Oh my God. Where?
directly below the window.
Do you see this?
It's supposed to be a footprint.
I know.
It's a footprint.
This is definitely a woman's footprint. This is Madame Guillotine. I have found her.
You know that Madame Guillotine is a personification of the guillotine.
Well, someone came and
Turn a phrase.
No, he was screaming about the woman who was going to take him away, and now here she is in the footprint.
Oh, you seem quite upset. Roll sanity.
Dang it.
Punished for role playing.
Oh, I really make it.
No
A
worries.
12.
As you work, carry on.
He was screaming about a woman?
Yes, remember, he was like, oh, she's coming to take me, she's coming to get me, I must go, she's coming to get me. And here is a tiny woman's, a delicate, very, beautiful footprint.
Okay, so I have a small bit of knowledge occult. So I want to see if anything about a woman or this sludge maybe connects anything, but it doesn't. It absolutely does. I have this reminds me of
but
music.
certainly this book is strange, and as someone who went to church when the churches were open, this word in Latin, you've never seen that before. That's quite peculiar, and so that prayer seems odd to you. It's in a book from the Palazzo dam Nunnery, but that seems not normal. That is no Bible verse that you know of. And now that the day is here and the light is good, you could perhaps continue your investigation of the book.
Perhaps
I
we
have
work
to
together.
warn you, this name is not friendly for our human minds.
Okay, now you can all make intelligence rolls.
Let's see how smart we are. I'm really good.
I did it.
Oh, I'm not smart today.
Oh,
Extreme success.
Today is a bad day for brains.
it was an 85.
Oh, I can reroll that though. I want to. This.
Nobody
one
made
goes-
intelligence?
I did.
No.
You did. He's got it.
He got an extreme success.
Yeah, I got an
And
extreme.
Yeah, you can have your coin back. You don't need to use it, Annie.
Yay, 26. Oh, I don't have to?
No, because the others have made it. So you
Oh,
know
I see.
this. Cassard has died from the guillotine one way or another, which means the mob, hello mob, is going to be on their way to his house to get his stuff. He's an aristocrat. Like, they're going to ransack the joint. So they're going to be on their way. Even now, once they've done kind of drinking and being raucous about it, they're going to be heading to his house. And when they get to his house, they're just going to take everything.
Oh no.
So we should get there now. There could be something there to shine some light on this.
I think so. I think we need to make an investigation on all.
Then we must make haste quickly.
Let us go.
I just take off.
And I hop,
All right.
I hop on a horse.
Okay,
When did you get so
you have to make a luck roll to produce a horse because that's what you do. You just see a guy who owes you money because of that time that you helped at his wedding.
Yes,
So it's like,
45.
Jacques, give me the horse. Oh, of course we go.
Yeah.
We're square now?
We'll see.
Bye, Jean. See you later, baby.
All right, so
Later, Gator.
the streets are congested. You're on your way to Faubourg Saint-Germain, and that's a very nice suburb. You're going across the bridge from the Palais Royal. That used to be the Palace District, and now that is where the nightlife is. That is where kind of people gather and gossip and carouse. Of course, right now they're all sleeping off last night's parties. So you've got to go all the way down through Paris, making haste. Make a strength roll or a dex roll.
Oh, I want dex.
And everyone's going to get a bonus because you've managed to secure a horse to kind of, lead the way.
Great.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
No,
I just need
wait.
2 of you to succeed.
Okay.
I got a success.
Well,
that's
I'm
fantastic.
gonna succeed. 0-1.
Oh my goodness.
Tom,
All right.
what demon did you pay?
All right, so...
His name is Lucky.
there he is. So you make really good time. Whereas the mob, of course, news is spreading slowly and people are going, So you arrive. You know the address because you heard it read out yesterday at the trial. They read out his address. And that he's the Faubourg Saint-Germain. And he has a wife, Genevieve, also resident of the address. So you have arrived at the place. It is a townhouse. It's still continuous with the buildings next to it, but it's large. It has 2 stories, and you can see where at the front of the building the noble coat of arms has been chiseled off, and the tricolour, the flag of France, has been kind of painted up there, as was the style. If you used to be an aristocratic house, you'd say, no, we don't do that anymore. We're all citizens now, in the hope that people would buy it. So they have ceased to be nobles, but now you have arrived ahead of the mob, who are still making their way here. So mob, your time will come. You will arrive. You're making it there.
Your time will come,
Okay.
mob.
All right. I heard the wife was a witch. You hear someone saying.
Cool.
Tower 47. Okay.
All right.
First things first.
So it has a front door, an impressive front door, and then there is a side door, like a servant's entrance.
What does my key look like?
Your key, it's an iron key for a door. It's not like a large key. It could be for the front door. It looks more like an internal door key.
Internal door key. Okay, so I won't do anything.
I just want to stride up and see if the door is open, if anyone's even here, or if
Okay,
they've
you
fled
just
and
turn the
left.
handle?
Yes.
All right, so you turn the handle. You are here already. It comes from within. Okay, the door is not locked.
We are here in advance of the rest. You should clear out immediately.
Okay, you're going in. Yeah?
Yep.
Oh, I presume. So
Yep.
as you open the door, so there is the foyer with a double staircase leading up.
Do we
you
hear
can
the voice?
see, yeah, absolutely,
We do
because
see-
there is a woman. She is dressed in a black dress, and she's sitting on a chair, just facing the door. So she's just been looking at the door, just sitting very properly, her spine up. So she's just there, and she says, "Take what you want. I see you were first. I have not sold the candlesticks yet.
Madam, we are not here to take anything. Something strange has happened.
Not here to take anything. You've already taken the life of my husband, you savage.
It was not us who took his life. Something strange happened
Of
to
course
him.
it was you. It was your populism. And now you have the butchery that you deserve.
Listen, this is no time for politics. Something strange has happened to your husband, and he has been acting strangely before now, has he not?
How like a man to yell at a woman.
Genevieve. How like a woman. And I take off whatever the hell I'm wearing. I'm not wearing anything else, but I don't know. I like had tape from my boobs down, and I like ripped the tape off, and I'm like, haha.
All right, so this is the moment where it is all clear to all three of you.
I make my sanity check.
You make your
I get
sanity
a
roll?
16.
Okay, make your sanity. Make your sanity.
I fail the shit out of it.
Joseph is Martine.
I am Martine.
That's why he never came to the pissoir with you. You know?
So many times I have invited you to the pissoir, and never you have attended with me.
Wait,
No.
so your name's not Josephine?
No, it is not Joseph, it is not Josephine. I don't even know where you got that, but I am Martine.
Can all you idiots take this outside?
Genevieve.
No, you commented on how a man should not yell at a woman. I will tell you. I know you.
I have many questions.
Yes, I know.
I
you're
made a
not
series
aware,
of
but-
overtly misogynistic remarks, and he joined in enthusiastically.
She, Sergeant.
Oh.
All right, so you three are quite discommoded by this revelation, but you cannot help but notice, just looking around the foyer, there's like places, where you can see that paintings are missing. They've been kind of sold. There's shelves that are quite bare, and you get the impression of someone keeping the household together, keeping it together. Things being sold off bit by bit. Someone's just really tried to keep it going. And the house is not super clean, like someone's just been doing all the work single-handed. The servants have long since gone. And there are muddy footprints coming all the way from the back of the house, and they go up the stairs, and then they come back down the stairs and they go out the front door as dried mud. And the mud is exactly the same colour as the boots that Cassard was wearing yesterday when you apprehended him.
Oh.
You are a woman.
That's right. It has been hard, but you know they would not let a woman serve.
Are you married?
Why, yes, I am.
How long has he been cheating on you?
Well, all I can say is he has a wooden leg, and probably not at all been cheating on me.
Did you cut the leg off yourself?
Now, Genevieve,
I wish I had.
did Cassard cheat on you?
Yes. I'm the laughing stock of Paris. You've heard the poems, haven't you? To the other woman.
Oh, it was not made clear. We all thought they were for his wife, who he loved.
They were not for me. Do you know how that made me feel?
Well, I can imagine.
Have you heard the poems?
Have I?
Pressy used to kind of, recite them when he was in that kind of drinking mood, and they are
Who wants
really
to hear a
evocative and
poem?
romantic poems.
Yes.
Yeah.
There once was a woman with red hair.
No,
not that
go
one.
on. It's much better.
I mean,
Better rhyme scheme.
everyone has heard the poems. They are cute, a little sappy.
They are.
Now is not the time for criticism.
They are.
I'm just saying I have notes.
They are perfection, and they were written for someone else.
Well, Genevieve, did you kill him?
No, you did, you barbarians.
Well, what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for you. Take what you want.
What are these footprints?
When am I to be arrested?
No, where are these footprints? Who made them?
He did. He left me to die. I have done everything. I have kept everything going. I have tried as best I can with no servants and no money. And he leaves Paris? He on a fine horse? Where did this fine horse come from? I have sold everything. I have done everything.
Have you noticed any part of
Are you married?
Me? No.
Are you?
Oh no.
I am married.
And how long
Yes.
have you been cheating?
I am many things. And
You
you might
disgust
say
me.
that
You clearly. You are not married.
No, but he
You're
is
too much of a mess.
I was married. My wife was taken from me.
Then I'm sorry to hear that. But then again, you took my husband from me.
Your husband seems to have left you.
I must ask you something. Is there any part of your house that seems to be very wet, but not?
Look at this. Look at this mess. Look at this mud. It stinks.
No.
He ran in 2 nights ago. He was in a. He went out in the middle of the night, and then he came in, and then he was in his study like he always is, and then he left. But I know why he left. They came for him 3 days ago. I told him not to write those stupid satires. Have you heard them? The one about Robespierre?
Oh yes, it was
The
quite
one about the
pathetic.
little spear? Robespierre's
Yes,
little spear?
yes, no.
What an idiot! What a fool!
It was very
I've
funny.
done everything.
This,
When am I to be arrested?
We aren't here to.
Oh, arrest me.
Well, they
I
will
don't
be coming
care.
to arrest you.
Vive le King! Do I have to say it again? I will shout it for you.
Genevieve,
Vive le King!
fine.
They're coming to arrest you shortly, but first we wish to pillage your study. That is what we have come for. You
Take
have
what you want.
found us out. So where is the study?
I just start
It's
moving up the
upstairs.
stairs.
All right.
You
Yes,
upstairs.
we will take what we want from it without
And
remorse.
if I can give you some advice,
I just look at you like,
find time to forgive yourself.
And if I can give you some advice, dress like a man. You'll get much further in this world.
It is true!
All right, so you go up the stairs, and
floating.
there is the footprints lead to a door. The door has recently been axed open.
Oh, my.
It's half off its hinges. It's been smashed open with an axe. Like the wood splinters are still fresh. This has happened very recently.
We have been beaten here. I pushed the
Yeah, I
door
moved through.
remnants aside.
Whoa. I get out a handkerchief.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Fingerprints have not been invented yet.
Okay.
But I fear that there must be some decorum paid.
All right. So it is a study. There are shelves, there are books, there is a writing desk. Upon the writing desk, there's lots of parchment, there's ink. Things have been done in haste. And in fact, you found papers on him that he had tried to forge. In the corner, there is a shovel and a lantern. The shovel is filthy with mud. But the thing which absolutely commands your attention, directly behind the desk, is a beautiful, large, gilt-framed painting of a woman. And we cannot say if the woman was beautiful, because she has an axe embedded in her face. Like the axe is stuck right into the wall, like there's plaster leaked down the back. And with maximum violence, this axe has been smashed into the painting, nailing it there. So her face is completely obscured, just a trickling of plaster. But looking at her dress, you can see that she was not a modest woman. Right? There is a degree of finery. There is a degree of, she is a demi-monde. She is a courtesan. She is a lady of leisure. And she has flowing red hair.
What's on that axe?
The axe.
Yeah.
It is quite a normal axe. It's just been buried.
Is it muddy too?
It is not muddy, no.
I suspect the lady downstairs put the axe in the painting.
Not that we would make assumptions about what a woman would do.
Do not censor yourself. I've been around you for 10 years now.
That's true.
I
I'm
know your
okay.
brains. It's just that now I can finally be who I always was.
Do we call you?
Call me Martine. It doesn't
I
matter anymore.
feel like
Especially after this.
Etienne is going to be very disappointed.
What? I would think he would be overjoyed.
No, Etienne is in love with me.
Right. So now there is
Oh,
no obstacle.
No, but I am married, and not to Therese. Therese is my sister. But I am.
I saw them kiss.
No, you didn't. No.
I thought they
Nah.
were
You
kissing.
can make
No.
listen rolls.
What?
Listen rolls.
I hear them kissing.
God.
No. I don't think so.
You can get.
Oh, Tom, I got you. I got you. For every one you roll, I get a 1-1, and I got a 1. A 0-0-1.
0-1 again.
0-0-2.
Fantastic.
Tom.
I
The
got a
mob
98.
are approaching.
55, so.
You can actually hear the mob approaching. You can hear loot it and burn it. You can hear I need the collection of silver spoons. Which way to the wine cellar from Scott Max. Give us our share. And what else are they coming for? They're spoons again.
Already they are here for the spoons.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
Clearly.
Quick,
Go for the wine
cutlery.
racks. Go for the booze, Tower 47. Has anyone seen the cost of flour and sugar? I'm leasing the larder. Silverware.
Those spoons have it.
Don't burn it. The woodwork's worth something. Good thinking, Scott Mac. Find the wedding dress. My cousin needs it for a wedding. Tower 47. So yeah, they are definitely arriving to get spoons. And in fact, you can hear them starting to pry the doors off.
All right.
They're just looting the house from the outside in. Thank you, Scott.
I just want to start
Yeah.
tearing things apart, looking for anything
I want
out
to
of
look
the
at the back
ordinary or
of the
strange.
painting.
Okay, the painting is nailed,
Oh,
axed to the
I
wall.
wanna
So a bit of a
check the
strength
outside.
roll.
Oh,
to-
gosh. 21.
Oh, that's
yes,
fantastic.
I nailed it.
Okay, and like her face falls apart, with all the kind of, broken, and the paint cracks. Okay, and you can just see where her hand is, and there's a little bit of a glint of like a white glint of light that the painter has painted on her ring finger, like she's wearing an expensive diamond. So yeah, you.
I have a question. Does this
and you-
diamond ring look anything like the one that
Oh, yeah,
Nicola
blackface
palmed to Disney?
It is the very same. And you notice that the painting is painted, it is signed by Armand, was the painter, and on the back, as was the style of Armand Durand, is the painter, and on the back it has been signed, not so much signed, but they write the name of the subject, and the subject is Eleanor Thureau.
Do we know either of these people?
You could make an intelligence roll, and only you.
I rolled a 14 under my 50.
That's
Yay.
fantastic. You know Durand. He was a painter, a very famous painter of the court, very good, and he would always be painting at Versailles. And he did that painting of Melody. It is so beautiful. He captured her golden likeness exactly. It is clearly Durand's work.
I'm waxing rhapsodic. But this painting. This is a painter who frequented Versailles.
Get the horse and the rope. I'm bringing a cart.
We should find this Eleanor.
Ugel.
There is a crash as a rock is thrown by Scott Max into the second-story window.
Wait, what? What do you want my key for?
Is there anywhere for the key here?
Yeah, good idea. I don't know.
Yeah, the key fits perfectly into the door that's been smashed down with the axe.
Oh, it's this door. Yep.
Good. You got it.
Sounds that silly.
The mob has arrived. We have mere moments before they tear the place apart, searching for spoons.
Let's. Yeah.
I searched the desk.
And
I see
wine.
Okay.
The papers on the desk and
Yeah,
the drawers.
so the place has not been ransacked, but it's more like somebody
It has now.
very hastily, because of the spilled ink, made some documents and gathered things together to leave in a hurry. And certainly things have been knocked, it's very clumsy. There's lots of examples of handwriting which absolutely matches the book. So the poems in the book are by the person who's written at this desk. But there is no other evidence to be found in this room.
What about an address for Eleanor?
Absolutely not here.
Nothing?
No.
I think that is the next person we should go
You'd
find.
best come and get the candlesticks. They are arriving.
We don't.
Genevieve, get it out of your ass. We're not here for that. We told you there was something much more dangerous afoot.
Who is this woman?
You bringing the painting down?
It's on the
yeah.
wall, right? Or did you-
Genevieve is
Still
sitting
downstairs.
downstairs.
Oh, I
looking
thought
at the
she had
door.
come
Let's
up
bring
to.
her-
No,
Let's
absolutely not.
bring
She's
the
calling
painting.
up from below.
I see.
We'd have to
bring
rip
the-
it off the wall.
Well, let's rip it off the
Oh,
wall.
you did that with your strength roll.
Yeah.
You
Oh, I
had
fucking
to.
did.
You know,
All right, Genevieve, who is this woman?
that is the other woman.
Well, where is she? We need to find her.
She is dead and has been dead for years.
What?
I regret that I could not kill her myself.
How did she die?
I don't know or care.
Where is
But
she
he
buried?
broke just before the revolution, sobbing, terrible. He withdrew from me. At least I didn't have to pretend to like him anymore.
Have you ever seen her since then?
I've never seen her in,
In
my
your
life.
dreams?
No. I only saw that painting when I knew he was arrested, and I opened his damn study. I just wish I could find that book of poems and burn it. Do you know, I got it one day, I got my hands upon it. It was a sweet moment. I tore out the last page and destroyed it, and then he caught me. And do you see here? She turns her cheek, and there's a pattern of scars matching the gems on the book. This is where he struck me.
Matching the what on the book?
The book has studded
Has
gems.
gems studded on
Yeah,
the
and he
cover.
struck her with the book right on her cheek, cut her cheek with the book.
Men, they can be terrible, can't they?
This last page, what was on it?
More of the poems.
All right.
Do you have it memorized? Seems like you might.
She just gives you a look as they arrive. Hello, mob. Here they are. They're all
Hi,
bursting
Mob.
in now. Mob, I'm putting it to you now. Are you arresting Genevieve Croissard as a traitor? Mob, this is for you to decide. Or are you simply getting stuff? All right. So
There are many spoons.
have a think about
Many
Have
wine.
a think about whether she's going to be arrested. All right. So here come the mob. There is no other evidence to be got. Any evidence is going to be removed or stolen. But you have the painting, and the first person rushes in and goes, "Oh, nice score! The guild worker will get a good price.
Thanks,
I'm
Mark.
going to find another one." So yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
The-
Get stuff. Take her away. Spoons. Light the torches. I need a dowry. Loot. Such luxury. Put her to the torch. Burn. They want to burn the place down. This
Except
is
for that one guy
very-
who's like, no, the woodwork.
Yeah, arrest her, burn the place to the ground. So yeah, a bit of a. It seems like there's enough people saying arrest the aristocrat. They're going to arrest her. Are you gonna let that happen?
Yeah, I don't give a shit about her.
I do not
honestly.
much care for this woman.
Yeah, she's so depressed it hurts.
Okay. All right. Well, she just holds out her hands.
She
expects
wants it. Also, she is an aristocrat. Of course she's guilty.
All right. And
Yes,
she
of
is
course.
taken away.
What? Come on.
All right, there it is. The house is on fire now because
My God.
saving throw listeners are balanced, thoughtful individuals.
No, we count on you guys.
I hope you
Merciful
cried
is
off.
Not a word that enters the saving throw chat vocabulary.
All right. So, as the house burns behind you, as people are rushing out carrying spoons and a wedding dress. Oh my God, the wedding dress. Oh, how sad can this get?
And at least 2 bottles of wine.
And the bottles of wine coming
That
from
I'm
the cellar
carrying.
and
Oh,
some
yeah,
of the
I bet
nice
you got.
woodwork.
Okay, good, you got some.
they are citizens arrest of Genevieve. They are bearing her
I like
to
how
the
he
Committee
just-
of Public
He might have
Safety.
just taken the banister and like, oh, I really like this craftsmanship.
Yeah,
I could reuse
exactly.
this in a loft that I'm repurposing.
The
now.
crown molding here is fantastic.
All right.
Yes.
Anybody have a pry bar?
Restoration hardware.
So, what are you going to do?
Let's. Ooh.
Let's go see Durant.
Yeah.
Do we know where Durant lives?
You do.
The painter?
I know the circles he travels in, perhaps.
No, you knew the circles you travelled in Versailles when there was a court. You'll
Yes.
have to find him.
Right.
And Paris is crowded, it's slow to move, so this is an opportunity for each of you to think of some line of investigation and to pursue those.
Maybe you should take this book and study it further, and I will go in search of Durant.
Do you not think that perhaps the people that I know and the way that I speak to them could be of use in our search for Durant?
I just think you're better at books.
You speak true. I will take the book.
All right.
Perhaps
so
you could give me some leads on people I could speak
All right.
with.
So you're going to go and study the book, right?
I think that it seems like this man paints paints portraits of women for men who love them. So I'm gonna go and see if Eterne has asked about getting a portrait of me.
That's fantastic. All right. Okay. Cool.
Getting a portrait of another man.
No,
Yeah.
well, he fucking loves me.
All right. So you're going to go see Eterne to
Yeah.
see if that's. What are you two going to do?
I would probably follow you, but I would be your muscle. I would intimidate.
Okay. Renaud.
Oh.
We're going to go. Well, she's investigating Durant, right?
Yep. She's following up on Durand.
I am going to gather. I don't know. Do we have any? What do we have for like wealth?
You have some coins to just enough to get by. You're not super wealthy. You had an opportunity to steal some fantastic candlesticks, like they were just on the table, as it were.
But we're good people.
Missed that. But that book is covered in gems, right? So there's that.
that feels weird to me. I feel like we need to go see Disney and see if we can either see if he's okay or talk
All
to him
right,
about
so you
the-
two are going to the barricades, yeah?
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, so I will start with you. You
Okay.
see Eterne as
Who's having to stay
male or
up?
femme.
Oh yeah.
How do you present yourself?
Oh, I am all femme
Okay.
right now.
All right. Okay.
Full
So you are Martine.
Yes, I am Martine.
And
Etienne,
do I know you?
I'm so sorry. Yes, you do. I am Joseph or Martine now. See, it is me.
It is you I love. Will you leave your husband, wife, or? I have always loved you. I knew that you saved France. I knew it was you.
I assisted.
I love who you are, what you are.
Well, I have a question for you.
But you're a good person. You cannot leave
No.
your wife or husband or the person that you love. It is all useless.
Yes, I do have a husband, Etienne, but I must ask you, have you ever sort of getting a portrait from a man named Durand?
I was going to show it to you one day.
Oh my god. Okay, well, you know, cards are on the table and everything, so let's see it. I know it must have taken a lot of your heart, and you know it took a lot of mine to reveal myself to you.
So yeah, he goes to a cupboard and takes out a painting which he can't afford to frame because he spent all the money on the painting, and he unfurls, and there you are, the hero of the revolution with the Bastille on fire. You know, being manly and heroic. It's like your moment because he knows the truth of what you did. You know, he knows the truth of that. It wasn't Pressy. Pressy was a moron, you know, who was kind of pushed forward.
But
Sorry,
a
Pressy.
charismatic moron.
Very charismatic moron. But Eterne knew, and he saw your soul, and he knew that you saved France, and he loves you for it.
Wow.
And there it is. It's quite a good painting.
Yeah, he is beautiful. I wonder,
You love another. It is useless.
no,
I will go and fight the Dutch.
okay. Well, that is your choice, of course. We can talk about this more, but there is a pressing matter. Of where does Durand, where does he live?
Durand, oh, I do not know where he lives, but I just talked to him in the Committee of Public Safety. He is painting a large painting
Is that
of the men of the age.
okay? Etienne,
He's been working on it for weeks. You must have seen him. Oh my God, that painter! Yeah, he's like painting a whole mural, like a whole wall of like the Declaration of the Rights of Man, which is a pivotal document. Yeah, so he's painting this huge scene at the Committee of Public Safety. You've walked past that guy in his scaffold like 100 times, and that's Durand. You just didn't know it.
Oh man.
And there's the Declaration of the Rights of
Oh
Man.
cool. Oh shit.
So it's a fantastic and affecting document,
So that's
given
it.
how things turned out.
Well, I'm off, but
You're off.
We'll talk later.
It is. I should never have.
And I reach out and we touch fingers.
All right. And you hear Genevieve's voice saying, "Has he cheated yet?" Are you deal with that? Okay. You are reading the book. I'm going to give you this to read, and you spend the whole day at it.
Okay.
I'll just give you that to have a little bit of a study by yourself there for a while.
All right.
And you two go down to the barricade, where it's a little bit thin on the ground. Victor is there, and Disney is there. And Disney is like, "There you are, and where have you been?" Like, and as he does that, he's like, he comes in with such violence that, like, because of his bandage, like, there's a blossom of blood as he kind of tears that wound open. "You shot me. I know you were trying to kill me. I know everything. I've written a letter. I've written a letter to Haram."
We were busy arresting another traitor in the city.
Yeah, I know about you. I know about you and Dupois. I know what you did. Don't know that I don't know. I've written letters. I've written them. Make a psychology or spot hidden rolls.
Well, I got
Oh, yeah.
spot hidden.
Yeah.
Yep, fantastic. All right.
300,
He has
305.
dark circles under his eyes. You know, his eyes are on stalks. You don't think he's slept. He's crazed.
Disney, you seem out of sorts.
I'm not out of sorts. Don't you come. You've got nothing on me. You've got nothing on me.
You be careful with your wound.
Who's that? Arrest that woman! Sorry. He's yelling over your shoulder.
I look.
There is nobody there.
Oh, shite.
Get her! And where are the others? And Victor is kind of gesturing you over. I'm so pleased to see you. I'm so pleased to see you. He's been like this. He's unstable. People are being arrested left, right, and centre. And I think he just let 2 aristocrats through the gates. And Elizabeth has not arrived, and Nicolas has not arrived, and Laurent has not arrived. I don't know what's going on. Jacques has not arrived.
Were those all people that received something out of that bag?
Now, he doesn't... for you, yes, they were. Victor doesn't know anything about that
Right.
whole... Oh, no, they were... Sorry, I'm wrong. They were presented live. Yes, they were.
Clearly, Victor, Disney is not in his right mind. We should probably move him out of here. The wound has probably gone to his mind.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
it's an infection, most likely.
Yeah.
Wait, well, Victor's he's
Search inside that horse!
he's the big. Is it Victor? Who's the big? The farm boy? Oh, that was Laurent.
Laurent.
Okay.
Laurent.
All right.
Okay.
Disney, you're. I'm afraid. I'm afraid you are sick with a fever, and we must restrain you. I'm gonna grab him.
You go to grab him and he says, I would not do that if I was you.
Oh.
Because I know that your wife still prays. I know that she's been attending the secret prayer meetings. I know these things. That is absolutely true.
Sure.
Marguerite has been going to secret church, and he knows it. I've written a letter. Get your hands off me.
Is that letter going to do you any good when you are burning in hell? And I grab his right hand and I'm looking for the ring.
You grab his right hand, he's not wearing the ring.
Oh, okay.
Still so
Is it on his left hand?
It is not. Don't speak your Catholic filth here.
Where is the ring that you received yesterday,
That is
Disney?
a ring. I received no ring. You want to watch yourself, both of you.
I've written letters
I know about
myself.
your dog. Your dog is a Catholic spy. I've seen how the messages are hidden in his collar. Yes, you verminous cur. I know these things. You may sleep at me, but I know the truth.
The message
Your
in his
plot.
collar, Disney,
Yes, so
reads,
asleep.
please pet me.
Friendly.
All right. Talking to Disney is like talking to the guy you arrested yesterday.
Okay.
No.
Quick, shoot her! There's nobody there.
I might.
All right, we'll leave you guys to think about that. You are going to see Duron.
Yes.
Okay, there he is painting away. He's just working on Danton's nose.
Monsieur.
Oh, what?
Oh, I'm so
Wait,
sorry.
what do you want?
I did not mean to frighten you.
That's okay, I will fix it. I've been working on this nose all morning. I will fix it again.
You
Yes, citizen, what is it?
you have painted a couple of portraits.
Yes, I'm a painter. It's what I do. I'm quite behind. Robespierre wants this done.
Yes, there is one of note, a woman, a very
Yes, that
beautiful
is in the
woman
past. That is,
with
I don't do that anymore.
with
I've
red
moved
hair.
on from that.
a courtesan.
Oh, Eleanor.
Yes, Eleanor Sirot.
So sad.
What happened?
She died. Tuberculosis. She's beautiful forever. My
Was
finest work.
but she.
I went to the funeral, you know. You know she was... I should come down from this ladder. She comes
Yes,
down.
come on.
She was the mistress of Anton Quasara, and he loved her, and he did not care who knew. And he was a broken man, and you know the famous poems that he wrote. That's why I made the painting so good, because the poems were so good. He put the book of poetry in her hands. He buried his greatest work with her. It was buried with her. It was a terrible day. All the demi-monde from the Palais Royal, they were weeping. It was very sad.
But what would you say if we have the book of I have seen the book.
No, you could not have seen it. It was buried with her. It was a very sad day. I was there.
Where was she
I shed a
buried?
tear.
Oh,
In the
don't
Madeleine
doubt it.
Cemetery. Now, the Madeleine Cemetery
Guys.
is up. You see that on the map it says Saint Henri up on the kind of northwestern edge there. The little spot of green. That's the Madeleine Cemetery. You can
There.
make an intelligence roll.
Oh my god. Oh no, but I'll burn 4 luck and get it.
Okay, cross the luck. You recall that as you took him from the barricades, he fought you every step of the way to the Place de la Concorde. He fought you up the north side of the Place de la Concorde, and
yeah.
once you started going further west of there, he stopped fighting you and started to pull forward.
Well, thank you so much. You know, you also painted me.
Yes, I did.
As,
It was quite good, wasn't it?
yes, it was. As yes, well, you did that. Good job.
Just thought you should know.
But that
I
was.
look a lot like this picture
I'm a-
that you did.
Are we okay?
Oh, sorry,
Because
that's Henry. It's so loud.
you know, it's like everyone knows that Pressy was the hero of the revolution, but the man was most insistent.
Oh, we
In
are.
these times, I'm a little worried about that painting. Is it safe?
We are good. It will not see the light of day for several
Really?
reasons.
It's a very good painting. No, burn the painting. No, it's my greatest work. No, that was another. I better get back to Danton's nose.
Yes, you should.
Okay, so he goes back up to painting. All right.
Find you guys.
You,
Yes.
where are you making this book study?
I imagine in my very sparse,
Right.
suffering artist apartment.
Sure.
So, what was the name of the nunnery, or the
Palaiseau the Dame. So the Our Lady of Palaiseau.
what do I know about that?
You could make a. You're a good Catholic boy. Okay, cool. So you can make. Do you have any history skill?
I have no history skill.
Okay.
I have.
Cool. All right, I'm going to give you 20% on that.
Okay. No.
Okay. So you haven't.
You don't want to burn 63 luck? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't think so.
You haven't heard of it, but I mean, you know, these things can be, you know, you can look into it. I mean, there's the newly minted Bibliothèque Nationale, which used to be the Royal Library. You can look into these things, or you can ask. It's a little bit hard to find nuns to ask because they are all
Not very
you know,
popular
not,
lately.
not the done thing. So it is not something that you're aware of. But you have been in your sparse room and you're completely immersed. And you find, because you have to really study the pages and translate the Latin, as the candles are burning down, you find yourself gathering in. And you're kind of reading aloud. So why don't you read aloud for us?
In our bitter grief and pain we plead, Lady of love eterne, of dreadful loveliness, we call you from your resting place, from wells of night and gulfs of space. Ja, Sinothoglis. I'm fine. It's drafted in here. Hear our prayer. Lady whose beauty grants swift, sweet death, rise from your vault beyond wall of sleep. With scented tresses glide the onyx stair.
End at once these bitter, useless days.
There's a footprint outside, and then a drag mark, and then a footprint coming closer, and
Hello?
a drag mark.
Who is there?
I want to stand up. What time of day is it at this point, or is it evening?
It is late afternoon. Sun is going down.
So this is. I'm hearing this outside the.
Yes, you are. Right outside the door.
Hello? I hear you there. Announce yourself.
Will you save me, my love? I tried to get away, but I could not. I was only the ever one for you. Come into my embrace.
Does this sound like Melody?
It is
Melody, you should not be here. I want
Melody. Are
to.
you true to me?
I want to cross over to the door, and speak.
Thump.
Oh my god.
Drag mark as Melody takes a step closer to the door.
Of course, I have never loved another, but I thought that you wished.
You sure?
Melody?
Is this truth?
Oh my god.
Make a sanity roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh no.
16.
Pretty good.
Is it true?
It's-
I think it's true.
It is truth.
It
It
is
is truth.
totally
This is one of the only genuine things Pressy has ever done. Is
It's
loved
true.
is loved Melody.
Yeah.
It is true.
Thump.
Oh my god.
Thump. Drag. Thump. Drag.
I wait for a very long moment after the sound vanishes. And very slowly I inch the door open and peer out into the hallway.
There is a wet, muddy right foot of a woman and a smear where the left should be. And these wet prints lead to your door, which is a little bit rusted now, and then they turn and go away. You might want to roll sanity.
All right.
Dang, it's a lot.
15.
Really nice.
You still need to lose a point.
Okay. That seems
Yeah,
fair.
you have experience.
All right. You may continue to read.
I don't know if I want to.
Maybe you could drop a synopsis or perhaps.
So I want to go over and open up pull aside the curtains and open up the window to let in what failing light remains in the day.
Sure. So there is like the crowd of people going around their business and people of Paris kind of returning to their families. In the distance, there is a woman with red hair, which is falling over her face. Seems to be staring up at your window.
Oh my god.
She turns.
I must find the others.
All right. So you've met the painter. You
Yeah.
know that where Eleanor is buried. You two have been having a freak out with Disney. Was there anything else you needed to accomplish down there?
I mean, I relay to you that the people who received the things are not here.
Mm-hmm.
And Disney seems to be cuckoo.
All right. So let us say that there is a tavern at which you've all arranged to meet, and you arrive and you share all the things that you have.
And everyone says, "Lucky!"
No, Lucky is
Dead.
outside whimpering.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lucky.
All right. Pressy looks really concerned, and he's got a transcript.
There's something afoot here. This I saw, or rather thought I saw a woman like the one in the painting. I do not know, but
this appears to be a prayer for vengeance of some kind.
Well, did that come from the Gem's book?
So let us say that you all read in because you don't want to speak it aloud. But I think the people at home want to hear what it is. So the characters, you imagine like the camera behind. And also they seem to be discussing the price of cabbages in this tavern and
Fair.
showing off the spoons. And I never said your sister was prettier, I just said her curls were well done today. So there's a lot of chat going on in the tavern. Thank you, Mob. In our bitter grief and pain we plead, Lady of Love Eterne of dreadful loveliness. We call you from your resting place from wells of night and gulfs of space. Yah, Kinafogless, hear our prayer. Lady whose beauty grants sweet, swift death, rise from your vault beyond wall of sleep, with scented tresses glide the onyx stair. End at once these bitter, useless days, and in return one thing we pray, that when we die, then so do they. Those who walled us up in youth, those who cast us off in age, those who made us poor when rich, those who sold us for their salvation. Yah, Lady of Love Eterne, we pray, we sacrifice our lives this day, that when we die, then so do they, in deaths that be not sweet nor swift.
People who are wronged call upon this
Do not say it aloud.
pagan ritual.
But it was the abbey, the nunnery, that this book.
Palaso. Okay, so everyone can kind of, maybe they've heard the story, make a hard intelligence roll, half intelligence.
Not quite.
48, but I'm gonna reroll.
Okay. Thank you to the mob for applying these tasty, tasty, useful
I
rerolls.
can't.
Last reroll,
Alright.
and no. Dang. I mean,
Okay.
well, no.
So the thing is, like you haven't heard the story, but you could look it up at the Bibliothèque Nationale and you can easily find out these things.
Yeah, let's do it. Also, one thing you should know is that book apparently was buried with the woman Eleanor, so it should be in the ground.
That explains the
And so should she. Yes.
the shovel and lantern that we found in
And
Cuisat's study.
oh, did he
You
dig
think he
her?
dug it up?
He had the book on him, did he not?
But he must have called her forth. Do you think, or do you think Genevieve called her? Who said the prayer?
I do not know, but Genevieve did not seem to know anything about this, and why would
Genevieve will now be in the temple. She'll be in the prison, so you know where she's going to be.
and he call someone like this up?
Did you say? Did
Alright,
you?
so this is very mysterious, and as we're well past midnight in New York, so respect if you're watching there. So what actions will you undertake to pursue your investigations?
Do you guys want to go to the cemetery?
Well, real quick, did you tell us that what was said to you as you were reading the thing? That the person who came and questioned you?
I think I would have relayed that, yes, after a little
Okay.
while, maybe a drink or two.
Okay, so Genevieve was very accusatory of everyone, all the men at least, of cheating. So that seems to fall in that. So I say we go to the prison and perhaps interrogate.
You can split up.
Oh,
Uh,
or the nunnery, right?
Nunnery's 10 miles south of Paris.
Oh,
You have to get
Jesus.
some horses. That way, you could do that tomorrow. It's basically a half day there and a half day back.
Okay.
So that's a full day activity.
But we want to learn the story,
Yeah.
which we can research.
yes, perhaps we should speak to Genevieve, and you
Is someone's
should.
going to talk to Genevieve? Is someone going to go to the grave?
I'll go to the grave.
You're going to go to
And
the
then you want to
grave?
go to the bibliothèque?
That'll
No,
be tomorrow.
I'm gonna go check
That's
on
tomorrow.
the other soldiers, citizen soldiers who didn't
Okay.
show up.
Right. Who do you want to look into? Who do you want to look for?
Choose the one we like.
Elizabeth.
other ones.
All right, we'll go look at. We'll go talk to Elizabeth.
So you're going to visit Elizabeth. You are going to go to the graveyard tonight.
Yeah, I
Alone?
think he wants to go with me.
Yeah.
Dupois coming with you?
Yeah.
I'll go with.
Are you going to go talk to Genevieve?
I suppose.
Or do you all... I'm just trying to work out who's going where.
Yeah.
So maybe we were
Your
going
call.
together,
Who's
but
going-
that's fine.
I'm not
Ever
good.
since I became a woman, well, I've become. He doesn't want to hang out with you anymore.
He never wanted to hang out with me in the first
No,
place.
and I always knew you were a woman.
Okay.
Fine, I will speak with Genevieve.
I'm not good with
Talk to Genevieve. And you're going to go visit Elizabeth?
Yes.
And you two are going to the cemetery?
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
Alrighty. So the cemetery is in daily use because they are burying guillotine victims here. So they're bringing them in each day. But now that it's the evening and all the burying is done, you have the cemetery to yourselves. Except for a widow standing in the distance before a grave. She's dressed in black. Makes blood hidden rolls. You go to Elizabeth's address, which you can get from, it's a matter of public records, so you can find that out. You've never visited her. Or you can talk to Nicola. And after some searching late at night in the back streets of Paris, you believe you arrive. You are on your way to the temple to see, and then suddenly lunging out of the darkness comes Jacques. There you are, Prissy. There you are. Excellent, excellent. You will help me. You will help me. It is the Queen. She has escaped. The Queen has escaped. Yes, Marie Antoinette. She has escaped from her cell. I have seen her.
Yes, why is there no outcry? Why is
Because
the
she's
alarm not
very
raised?
clever. She's very clever with her evil ways. And we will kill her. I will stab her in the heart. And he produces the brooch. I will stab her with this. It is the only way to kill her. Will you help me? We must find her.
Yes.
Good, it is agreed. Okay, I will search on the south side of the temple. You may search on the north.
Yes.
Good, we will meet back here at midnight.
Yes.
Look out for her. She is clever, and her hair is red now. She has escaped from the cell. We will save France again, Pressy. We will save France. Yes, we. Ha! Oh. Okay, he goes off.
Yes.
Do you want to search the north side of the temple? or
I
no?
want to-
That was strange.
I
Dr.
want
Genevieve.
I want to alert someone that there is a madman on the loose.
A madman
the
in
temple.
Paris in 1793?
I
Surely
know,
not.
Believe it or not, but I want to try and find someone, one of the guards who appears to have his wits about
Sure.
them, and let them know that.
Yeah, they have seen him raving all day. Like, talking about the Queen's like she's right in her cell. Like, you know,
Yes,
this is nonsense.
but I have seen this of late peculiar madness. This man will inflict some sort of harm on someone. He's
Well,
worth
they
watching.
go off to us for him.
All right.
All right. Okay, we'll wait for Jean Dupois to come back. You have arrived at Elizabeth's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
The door is closed. Make a listen roll.
42 out of 55. Elizabeth. What do I? Does it sound like fingernails?
No, it sounds like hair being combed.
I can't remember what she got. Did she get a brush? A hairbrush? or
She
something?
got a
Did.
Oh no.
I tried the door. Is the door open?
The door is open.
I slowly push the door open.
Oh my god.
She sits with her back to you. She is brushing her hair. And she's been brushing it for quite many hours. It's all straight. And the brush is covered in hair. She set up a small piece of broken glass and she's looking in that. And in the dying, the light of the candle, her hair has a reddish tinge. Terry, you have come.
I have come to unburden you of this
When
cursed
will you
comb.
love your wife again, Terry?
I have.
Can you not see how she suffers? Can you not see how the strain of these times is upon her? You are so deep in your own misery, Terry.
The words you speak are not untrue, but the actions you take are actions of death.
How will you raise your girls? What do you tell them? She's just coming and coming and coming. So while that's going on,
Oh my god.
you have all arrived at the graveyard and there is a widow in front of a grave. Oh no, there's not. The graveyard is empty.
Oh, wait, what?
There's nobody in the graveyard.
But there was.
No, there's not. No, there's nobody there.
But did you see there was a woman?
Well, there's nobody there now.
Okay.
Probably left.
Well, let's search for the grave of Eleanor.
So you, so
And
you
I
get
know it was
a
like
lantern.
4 years ago.
All right. And look around, past all the fresh graves from the guillotine,
I
go towards
probably
the back of the cemetery.
Cover up my. I
Oh
probably take a
yes,
little
you must
thing
make a sanity roll because
it's
this
my
is
wife.
hard for you.
Yes.
Wait, why is it?
16.
So we dash on this.
Found it.
Okay, 16.
hard.
No, well that is okay. So you are looking. Both make a spot hidden roll as you're looking for the tombstone of Eleanor.
Ooh,
Sirrah.
12. Pretty good.
You find it is exactly where the widow stood. The grave, Eleanor Sirrah,
This is where the widow just
beloved of Anton Quisard. The
They put
rosy light of dawn, her hair lit the world.
I can't
Verse
believe.
from the poem.
Is it disturbed?
Yes, it has recently been dug up and refilled in within the last few days. All the earth is churned.
This is where the widow just was. No fucking no.
No, that's I'm back in this scene.
Oh, okay.
What are you gonna do?
I close the door.
Just leave it there. Okay.
I mean, what do I want to do? Take this comb and then I become insane?
No.
Close the door.
Close the door.
Do you know what you hear on the other side of the door?
Yeah.
Okay, proceed. What you doing?
I'm seeking out.
So you've sent them off to look for Jacques.
Yes, yes.
Nice. Okay, now what?
I'm trying to find. I can't remember anyone's name. Genevieve.
Yeah, where she is inside the
Yes,
temple.
I
All
will
right,
find
you
where
go
she
to
is.
her.
Okay.
All right, there she is. She's not in a private cell. She's just among the people, and she's helping a mother of 3, like feed her children. And she has a very sad look to her. She's being helpful, but she has a sad look.
Hello, Genevieve. I was wondering. I have made a transcription, and I was wondering if anything about this is familiar to you.
Some Latin. Why do you send me this?
Look at it closer.
It's unpleasant. I do not know what this is. Why do you ask me these things? I'm helping this woman with. I'm helping with these children. Yeah, I will die tomorrow. Why do you bring me these things?
You are overly concerned with whether or not my friends and I were true to our loves. Why is this?
Because my husband is a louse. Of course, my heart is broken. You're surely not that dense.
Do not underestimate me, Genevieve.
He got what he deserved. He was a stupid man. The committee came for him and he panicked. He went out in the night, and I presume he came back with enough money from somewhere to buy that fine horse. And then he left me to die. I am sentenced to death.
I see. So you have no knowledge of any way that you might exact some sort of vengeance against him.
Yes, I destroyed her. I killed her. I could not kill her, but I killed her painting.
Yes.
And
I
he
see.
is dead, and she is dead, and soon I shall be dead. And do you know what else is dead? France. France is dead, and you killed her. Now get out. Oh, there you go. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you. Here, more oatmeal. She just goes back to looking after the children. Cemetery, dug up grave. And it's the smell. It's the smell you've been smelling the whole time. It wasn't the bottom of the Seine, it was freshly churned earth. And leading from the freshly churned earth, a beautiful right footprint and a drag mark, and a beautiful right footprint and a drag mark, and a beautiful right footprint and a drag mark. You leave Elizabeth's. Where are you going to go?
I go home.
You go home. All right, in a daze, wondering what to do. Something falls from above and splatters right next to you, and just blood and teeth. It is the severed head of Nicola, and it's just fell out of a high window. Teeth are rattling everywhere. Roll sanity. What are you doing in the graveyard?
I want to look more closely at the gravestone.
Okay, it is beautifully done. There is verse upon it. It's an old grave. It's been here for 4 years.
Okay. And it has the dates of her life and death?
It does. Yeah, she
Okay.
died in 1789.
Do you want to...
When in 1789?
In June, just before.
Should we dig this up? Do you want to dig this up?
Did you bring a shovel?
No.
It's a graveyard. There's no shortage of shovels.
There's no shortage of shovels. There's no shortage of
Well,
shovels.
what are we
here.
looking for, Julio?
I just want to see...
It's not something I normally do.
If she's out, we need to put her back. So we're going to have to dig this up anyway.
Digging?
Digging.
Digging.
I knew they were going.
Severed head in the street. How'd your sanity roll go?
37.
I'll lose a point. What are you going to do?
Oh, baby. Did you hear the opening of the door?
I look around to see. Well, I do a double take to see if it's really there.
It is really there. It is not a figment of imagination. It is the severed head of Nicola.
I look to see where it came from.
It came from a high window. There is a figure standing in the window, looking down at you. And then the figure steps back.
Mm-hmm. The figure have red hair.
Next spot hidden. You've talked to Genevieve, now what are you going to do?
More on though I am, I have made a connection in my head. I must head to the cemetery.
Okay, you arrive to find them digging, right?
Yeah, we
Okay,
sure are.
so, all right, so make a, you guys are fine. Digging. All right,
can make a
down
swim
into the, until finally you've reached, clunk, you hit wood. You hit the wooden lid of a coffin. Clunk.
Where we found the coffin. Let's get it out.
A figure looms over you from
What?
above, looking down. It's Brassy.
Oh my god. Don't do
Announce
that.
yourself, idiot.
It's a cemetery. I'm not going to walk around shouting. Listen, you hold on. I think I understand what has happened. He was experiencing great financial distress. So, knowing that she was buried with this finery and these books, he dug her up, I think, to take the items, to sell them, maybe. And now she has come for what belongs to her. I think perhaps I met Jacques. He had the brooch. The brooch. He was raving mad, like you mentioned. Disney was. All of the people that have these things, she's coming for them. She came for me with the book.
What are you going to do? There's a severed head in the street. Fell from a high window.
I got a 33 for my spot hidden, so...
All right.
Who do I see up in the
Yes, the figure had red hair as the figure steps back away from the window. Roll sanity.
I didn't make that one.
All right. Lose D6.
Ooh.
Roll low.
2.
And it is the way in the light the red hair glistens as though it is wet.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
I guess I'll go, since I'm not that far away from Elizabeth, so I'll go back there and go through the door and just kind of try and snatch the comb out of her hair. So she's
All
not
right. She is still brushing. Okay.
Fine.
All right.
She doesn't know.
Shh. You're back.
Yoink.
What do you do?
I can't see it.
Yeah, I know. The ribbon's like right there.
Yeah. He was brushing me.
Someone try and snatch this thing out of her hand.
Okay, well, no dice are required. You simply grab it, and her hand is ice cold. It's ice cold. What? What are you doing in my room, Renaud? What?
Go to bed and hope that you wake up in the morning.
I will stand watch.
All right, you've got the cone.
Yeah, I'll take it to the cemetery.
That's mine.
You do not want this.
Okay, make a persuade roll.
29.
There is something about your terrible countenance, as, yeah. All right, so you've hit the lid. You're going to clear the dirt from the lid. Okay, so it's a wooden coffin lid, but the bottom left corner has been stoved in as though a shovel blade hit it.
So what you're saying, if I understand correctly, is to gather these items and put them back in here.
I do not know. I just think the items are what is drawing her, and maybe if we put them back.
Percy, I was so close to taking one of those. I was so close. I was this close. I almost did. In fact, I thought I did. I only wound up with the keys. Was it not?
Then this was a stroke of luck, but we have the book.
We have the book. Put the book back. Do it now.
You have to lift the lid.
Okay. I'll lift it. Whatever, you guys.
Hey, you lift the lid. It smells foul in there. It's an
Hold your
empty
breath.
coffin except for a severed left foot. An old, manky, rotted left foot, which has been
God.
severed when a shovel hit it.
Oh. Okay.
Roll Sam.
All of us?
Oh, I did not make that.
You absolutely.
6.
Well, there's a thing.
Good. I didn't make mine.
You didn't.
And I burned all my rerolls.
Five.
You can lose D4.
D4. 3.
Okay.
I go out in the street
Yep.
and I hold up the comb in the moonlight,
Yeah.
and then I just start singing. My bunny lies over the ocean. My bunny lies over the sea. My bunny lies over the ocean. Oh, bring back my bunny to me. And I start winding my way through the streets to the cemetery.
Oh my god.
And I comb my hair a little bit. And my pace quickens.
You pass a corpse in an alleyway, a thin corpse. It's Jacques. His head is gone.
Jock's gone.
There's
Jock's
blood everywhere.
I keep my other hand on my saber.
Come.
No.
And as you say no, you feel a little tickle of your
Oh
throat
my god.
as
Tom.
a little strand of red hair from behind, and then like hair is moving from behind you, and it smells really bad behind
my
you,
gosh.
like someone opened a sewer, and the hair is gathering around your throat, and you're getting a little tight.
And
Sanity roll.
I put just a single tooth of the comb through the hair.
Make a sanity roll.
And
Make a sanity roll.
sure.
You gotta, it's just very keep
That
calm.
hair is strangling you, dude.
13.
All right. As you comb the hair,
I don't start to comb it too much. I just
Yeah.
pull it a little bit, then I say, "Don't you know, Eleanor? First we must put you to bed."
and I comb that strand
So
out
you
towards the
comb
cemetery.
the strand out, and it billows out, and it hangs there as there's other strands of hair just floating around you.
Oh God.
Don't turn around.
Yeah. Don't.
Okay.
Well done.
Okay.
Really?
Well, okay. So put the book back in there.
Oh, fine.
I know. And then we need the ring, the brooch.
Disney has the ring. Jacques had the brooch. Who else took things? He gave something to Laura to give to that farm girl that he will not shut up about.
The bracelet.
Yes.
Jacques. Oh, dead. Fucking dead. Oh,
No,
wait.
I saved her.
Oh, almost dead. Okay, so and Disney had.
And 2 figures enter the graveyard.
Oh God.
The first one is Renault. The second one is not.
To singing.
All of you very clearly see who is following Renault. Roll sanity. Oh, except you. Actually, there is nobody following Renault. He's arrived alone.
Oh,
You're cool.
Oh, cool.
I fail. I fail my sanity check.
It is Melody following Renault. Lose D6. How did you go?
I did not make it.
It is Sylvie following Renault. Lose D10.
Sylvie, fucking do
Ooh,
a
D10.
D10. Shut. Oh, shut.
There is nobody following Renault. He's alone.
oh, Renaud, thank God you're here. Put that comb in this coffin now.
Ugel has red hair.
35 out of 68.
It's fine.
Melody.
Everything's fine.
Why are you here? This is not safe.
No, it is Renaud.
No, behind him.
I just start moving away.
You left me.
You died.
I am so cold.
You're not here. You're not here.
Do you love me?
Of course, Sylvie. But you left me.
Why don't you visit? I am so alone. How many sanity points do you lose, by the way?
2.
How many do you lose?
4.
Yeah. Dupois is kind of out of it right now.
All right. So he staggers back, and there is a strange sensation of a dog licking your left hand. And Lucky licks you. And, yeah. Sylvia's not here. But there's a hideous waterlogged dead corpse with lots of red hair.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Renault.
Renaud, get that comb into the coffin
All
now.
right. You put that. Okay. All right. All right.
We are
The comb goes into the coffin.
still missing the... I'm trying not to make eye contact.
So what happens when he throws the comb in? I still see Melody, right? I don't see a corpse.
You still see Melody, but her face is gaunt. There are deep shadows under her eyes, and she has red hair.
This is not right. When he throws the comb in, does anything change?
No. But it has been a long night, and the sun is starting to rise.
What is
And
wrong with all of you?
the woman steps down into the grave. And she lies back and she takes her book. Read to me. With dead hands.
Do I see this or no?
You do.
Oh, okay. No, I'm good.
One will read. One will comb. One will kiss.
Oh, I'll read.
And you get a sense that you're almost, it's like you're not here.
Me.
You know, like, yeah, the attention is being directed to the
Oh,
room.
great. Okay. Thank God.
Okay, and she is wearing the red brooch.
Oh, she found it.
And she's wearing the teardrop necklet.
Because she killed those.
And she's wearing the bracelet.
I will read. So I reach out for the book
Mhm.
and take it very gingerly from her.
Mhm.
What do you wish to hear?
The poem. The poems he wrote before he betrayed me.
Yes, of course. So I flip through and I find the
Yeah.
one that was Melody's favorite.
You may now make up beautiful poetry.
Oh, great!
Oh, good job.
Lucky me.
Yeah. You can think about that for a second.
Okay.
Comb.
I will take the comb.
It means you have to get down into the coffin.
Sure.
Yeah.
Which is now filling with hair.
Oh.
Like the hair is growing.
God.
You know, when she lies down, it's like the hair is starting to kind of rise up.
Mm-hmm. I will start combing the hair.
You can make the
Uh,
noise. You can make the noise now.
Not at me. Stop. And that means you got a kiss.
Her
That's what I want.
eyes are pools of deepest green that call the sailors to their rest. Her hair, the fiery kelp that's seen. When they breathe their last and come to her breast.
Was he lying when he wrote that? Do men lie?
Sometimes.
Is it all a lie?
Not all of it. Think about your wife and
Yeah, no, actually, Dupois will kneel into the grave.
Her mouth is full of maggots.
God.
It's got to be the mouth. I was just gonna forehead, but okay. Give me strength, Sylvie. And he will kiss her on the lips.
Make a con roll. This is disgusting.
This is so gross. Oh, you're real constitutional though. Oh yeah.
37, under my 90.
And with that kiss, you farewell Sylvie. She is gone. And you know that Sylvie would not like what you've become. And you know that you can do better, Dupois. You know it. And her hand, her rotting, hideous, mummified, rancid hand, with a gleaming diamond ring, like, touches the side of your face. She goes back. And she reposes. And as she reposes, she begins to rot. It's disgusting. It's like she's starting to pool into sludge.
Oh God.
And all of the worms in her chest that went through the book and carried those words, those dark words by long dead nuns, poor teenage nuns, who were inconvenient, who were locked away through no fault of their own. Those poisoned words were carried by the worms into her body, and now all those poisoned worms are leaving. They're going out into the soil in this terrible time for France. But Eleanor has found peace.
Oh, that's so good.
She's found love. She's found beauty. She's been regarded. And she's found truth.
Yay! Oh my gosh.
I couldn't kiss her because I was married. That would be cheating on my wife.
Oh yeah.
Your wife was dead. You're not cheating on her.
And I didn't want to.
Well,
Oh my god. How
you would have
lucky.
been cheating on Melody.
Right.
But also
Yes,
you didn't
that's
want to.
Alrighty.
I almost took some of that shit too.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Yes.
I promised a 3-hour game, and it's nearly midnight here, which is quite appropriate.
You're actually
And,
way ahead of time than the usual shows.
All right. And well, you know, the sun is coming up in Paris. It's nearly 7 a.m. there. It's the future in Australia. So thank you very much. It's weird, like you're a live audience, but you know, get onto the chat and say how fantastic these amazing players are. Then we have Amy Vorpal as Ugel. We have Domzuk playing Dupois. We have Tom Lommel playing Renault. And we have Jordan Callerman playing Pressy, caves-callarman. So that's been really good. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Mark.
you.
Let's
Yeah.
hear from Mark.
Great game, and Penny.
Thanks for having me. Well, indeed, behind the scenes, Penny has co-written, created the characters, the wonderful verse, and everything good in this world. So hurrah for Penny.
Yeah,
Great
this is
art
great.
by Victor Lisa.
This is really cool.
Yeah.
She's a bit good, is Penelope Love. And check out her Lovecraft story in the anthology She Walks in Shadows. Amazing story about H.P. Lovecraft. It's the first story in the book. You can download it for free. So thanks to everyone for Chaosium, who are our sponsors. And we've got some PDFs, and we're going to be tunneling into the chat logs and working out of our subscribers who has won those. I waved to Tyler, who's got the hard job now of finding winners. So what's our procedure for that? Is that something we're going to do now, or are you going to get back to it?
I can do it right now.
All right, excellent.
I'm just
cool.
going to need to step off camera for
Magic
All right.
time.
So
Also, if you are watching this later, which many of you are, and you want to win one of our physical giveaways, is that right? This
That is
like,
correct, yeah.
Now, when is the deadline for this? I assume like they have to like, you know, usually it takes a few days for it to get to YouTube.
Sure.
So with that in mind, and you're traveling.
Yeah, indeed. Look, you know, here's the thing. The 20th of August is HP's Lovecraft's birthday. He's not a day over... oh my goodness, how's the old boy now? The lovely old racist. He's not a day over 128. So Lovecraft's birthday to win the Call of Cthulhu dice tray and the Devon Compass Rose from Campaign Coins. Yay for Campaign Coins!
Yay,
Woohoo,
Campaign
that's us.
Coins.
Jump onto campaigncoins.com in the contact and just nominate a favourite moment. I look forward to reading them. I look forward to sharing it with all these guys. And also, I am going to personally, we're going to go into the mob. And we're going to find a great mob moment for one of the PDFs. Thanks very much for Chaosium for making that giveaway possible.
Yes.
Do we have
So
some
it was
winners?
for 2 subscribers
That's
that
great.
we're getting PDFs,
Yep.
right? Okay, so our first subscriber is Savage Scott W.
Oh my goodness!
Yay.
You finally got your spoons!
I think he donated his sub to me.
Nice.
But he still wins, though.
Yeah.
No, he gave it to Mark.
Oh, well, what a piece of shit.
Which I forgot to use, so give you dough, but you got a
That's
PDF,
okay.
and here's our other winner.
Yeah.
Our other winner is A-Pop.
Hey!
Hey! Congratulations, guys, and thank you for subbing to Saving
Congrats.
Throw.
Yeah, thank you so
Excellent.
much.
Love
Thanks.
your work. Righto.
Righto.
Are you going to sing to us in French to close out the night?
Oh,
Are you going to sing a French song?
No, but I was telling them before that, and Tyler knows this too from elementary school, the French national anthem was repurposed to fit in a Lewis and Clark play in elementary school, and it made Bonaparte rhyme with blown apart. So you know it's good.
We do have other shows coming up here this weekend. So tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock, America's GM. David Crennan comes back for another installment of Dungeon in a Box.
Yes.
And are they doing a giveaway? Another giveaway
Yep,
for
they
Dungeon in
are.
a Box? So tune in for that. And tomorrow night at 5 o'clock Pacific is another installment of Tempting Fate with GM Rick Budd. So tune in for that. Monday we're dark. Tuesday I will be back at 2 o'clock in the afternoon to talk about our mid-season break finale of Iron Keep Chronicles. So join me for Disorganized Play Tuesday at 2 o'clock, and Wednesday night at 8. Will Amy and company survive not only the rage of the Minotaurs, but the weird blood shadow creature which was unleashed at the end of last session, and will provide a climactic break here before we
It was
come
a
back.
nice blood shadow, though.
It was a friendly blood shadow that just rose up out of the earth, ate the Minotaur's heart, and sucked it into itself. Sure.
No big deal.
That's fine. Don't worry, I'm sure that blood shadow definitely won't be combing its hair throughout most
That's
of the
creepy,
combat.
Mark. Creep town.
And then on Friday night, we're going to be doing Wild Cards by the Campfire. So I am going to get that, as soon as I get that form made, I'm going to post it on our socials so you can submit your questions. And then after we get through the pre-submitted questions, we will chat about whatever you guys want to talk about after this season of Wild Cards. So we'll see you guys 8 p.m. on Friday for that.
That's the week ahead on Saving Throw Show. So thank you so much to everyone who subscribed tonight, who donated either cash or bits tonight, who just spread the word on social media. Risky Pixels posted a really great gif of Amy, so go check that out.
Do you mean Rusty Pumpkin?
Rusty Pumpkin?
Sorry, I didn't do
No, it's a definite.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That is now canon.
I will
and
only
really
call
great.
him Rusty Pumpkin.
Big thanks to Tyler, who sat in on the keyboards and the cameras tonight.
Tyler.
And a special thanks to all of our mods who donate their time and talent to help keep the channel safe, friendly, clean, and accessible. Big extra special thanks to Mark Morrison.
Yes!
For coming
Give it
in
up!
and doing this for us.
Thanks.
So, is there anything else we need to do to close business out here?
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Share your favorite moment at campaigncoins.com by August 20th. Until next time, let's dungeon!
It's a thing we do.
It's a thing
Yeah,
we
we
do.
didn't
Just
tell
point at
you.
a camera.
Just point to the we're not off yet.
Let's Bastille, damn it.
Let's Bastille.